Said I'd rather be with you. Pretty good.
You like that harmony? What's up, everybody?
Hey!
Welcome to Lights, Camera,
Cocktails.
Cocktails. We're back here again. Round number 2 for Halloween month.
Dos.
Costume number 2 for Halloween month.
Yo.
You look good.
I am a.
Where's your silver glove?
He didn't wear a silver glove with this jacket.
Did he not?
I am
I thought
beat
he
it. No.
Okay.
He wore like black kind of. Anyway, no, he doesn't wear a glove.
All right. I'm sorry. I don't remember shit. It was 1980 something. You look good.
Seven. I think. I don't remember. What, beat it? No, bad is 87. So
Bad is
80. 1985?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Moving on.
I don't know. But I'm Michael Jackson up in here, and we got
Something.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Sure, let's go with that. / David Bowie and fucking Labyrinth.
Bowie.
I got a werewolf mask from Thriller. I don't know.
I'm feeling it. We're feeling it, and we are definitely dressed
Mm-hmm.
to impress.
I wasn't about to go shopping for a new costume.
I did not either. This is
Not for YouTube. Sorry, guys.
I'm pulling it out of my case of costumes. Thank you.
Making sure there's no dust.
I do. It is a jacket, but I zipped the sleeves off to make it a vest because I usually get hot when I drink on this show.
Oh, yeah, we get hot on this show. I know it's getting cooler out, but we get hot
We
on
still
this
get
show.
hot. Yeah.
'Cause shit. We drink and a whole lot of stuff. What are we drinking?
You guys, we have another Zenobia original.
You got straight up mad tea party going on.
Oh, it's mad. So we are drinking today the Sunken Place Tea. Brr, brr, brr.
We're about to get stupid.
Oh, yes. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 4 ounces of black tea, 1 ounce of lemon juice,
Oh, my God.
half an ounce of simple syrup, cinnamon simple syrup. You're going to do half an ounce of amaretto and half an ounce of whiskey.
Oh,
And
shit.
you're going to shake all that motherfuckers up, and you're going to pour it into a teacup or a teapot, as I did today.
Tea kettle work, too?
Yeah,
All right.
that's fine. And you're going to serve it. And that is my Sunken Place tea that I invented this week.
Is it hot?
It's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, you're going to
Oh,
shake it
thank
on ice. So we drinking a cold tea. I know it's
Okay.
in this hot shit, but
That's fine by me.
I was doing it for the movie.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
so
because it'll be.
would you like some tea?
I would love some tea.
Grab your cup.
Do we have like the spoons and stuff?
I don't have a spoon. We can.
We got to get a couple spoons in there. Got to stir that shit up. I'm so terrified of dropping this.
Don't. It's my mom's. These are my mom's teapot. And
I'm not
glass.
going to. Jeanette, don't worry about nothing. I got this.
Careful.
Thank you.
You're gonna get hypnotized.
Don't you dare put me in the sunken place.
Here you go.
Because I'll put you
I
right
have
back
an
in.
Asian teacup.
Oh,
So
okay,
cute.
Okay. I like it. I think
I can't do what she does in the movie.
she's like sink.
I bet you she like practiced that shit
Well, of course.
to get it specific.
Maybe she's a tea person.
Maybe. God damn.
All right, so cheers, you guys.
Cheers. Get that pinky up.
Nervous.
I'm nervous.
Okay, we're
Tea
delicate.
over the electronics.
Oh my god, that tastes good.
Ooh, that'll play.
Oh, it's got some spice in there.
Mhm.
I like it.
Oh, Zenobia did it again, y'all. She did it again.
Yes, she did.
And that is my Sunken Place tea, y'all.
That's a good tea. Shit. That's really good. Mm,
All right.
it's that Lipton tea.
No, it is that Starbucks black tea
Mm.
donated to us by our niece.
Oh, wow. I can feel that down. That's warming up.
It's feeling good, huh?
Yeah, Jason's going to have a deep voice tonight.
So we use bourbon whiskey today, and so it makes it a little sweeter.
Mm.
It's good. It's good.
That bullet bourbon. What's happening?
What's happening? Okay, so you ready for a little history?
What are we learning about tonight?
We're gonna learn a little bit about tea and the teacup.
Okay.
All right, since we drink a tea today.
I like that.
Okay, so tea goes back about 5,000 years ago. And the Emperor Shangong,
All right.
Sounds right. He boiled water and outside and underneath a tea tree, and some of the leaves fell into his boiling water, and it changed the flavor, spicing it up a little bit. Nah, he fucking loved it. And told
Gotcha.
everybody that's how he wanted his water served from then
now
on. Yep.
I like that. Babe, is that fan on over there?
It's the air.
The AC only? Not that fan on the floor? Whatever you want to do. Just double checking. All right.
Okay.
Sorry, we'll cut all that.
So by 805 BC or AD, sorry, it got to Japan and they started drinking tea. And then by the 1600s,
They started drinking it in England and Europe and shit.
exactly, it became big in France and Great Britain.
That cockroach and rat trading line.
Tea was their shit, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's drinking tea. Even
Trading
the queen.
spices, trading teas, trading rodents.
Yeah.
They didn't mean to, but them rodents hopped a
on
ride.
those damn ships.
Motherfuckers.
So in the 1700s,
Mm.
the first colonies brought it here to America.
Mm.
And it was big here in America until 1773.
Oh, what happened?
You don't know, girl? Well,
Something in Boston, right?
something about this tea tax. And they got real high. And the people who lived there, they were like, I ain't going to pay extra for my tea. So what they did was they dumped all that shit in the Boston Harbor.
Uh-huh.
And they started boycotting tea and was only drinking coffee.
Fuckers.
So that is the way that coffee got really big here in America, is because of the Boston
Tea
Tea Party. And so they banned it in America until about 1783 when the war was over, the Great American Revolution
Y'all.
War. So let's talk about this teacup we're drinking out of today.
What kind of teacup is this?
This is a cute little teacup.
A saucer,
A little bit of saucer.
sort of thing.
I don't know. These were my mom's and they were cute, and I asked for a set, and that's what she gave me.
Mm.
So, teacups have been around forever.
I might drink 2 cups of this tea.
Oh, good. Take some tea.
And here we go.
And in a lot of generations, teacups were passed down from mother to daughter, to aunt to niece, to granddaughter to, down the line.
Ashley has her grandparents' tea set, I believe.
See? Pass it on down.
Ain't that right, babe?
Yeah, the top of me.
Oh, I love it. That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, see? People pass them down, like Smashley got hers from her fam. So around the 20th century, they became really big, and they started having cool sets with,
China.
China.
Fine chinas and stuff.
And yeah, and it would have the sugar bowl and the cream and all that other, like all the set. So they became big then, and people started really investing in these things because tea is good. I don't know. I'm not a big tea drinker.
Don't let me catch you with your finger in my sugar bowl. You feel me knocking?
Well, let me in.
I feel you.
So there was this guy called Sidney Smith in the 18th century, and he had
Okay.
this really cool quote that I like.
That's Smith, not Smythe, dear.
Yes.
I'm in a quoting mood.
Not Smythe, dear.
We're going to throw all kinds of movies out there.
The quote is, "Thank God for tea. What would the world be without tea? I'm glad that I was born after. I'm glad I wasn't born before there was tea."
All right.
I'm not that crazy about tea like that, but
Yeah.
I feel you.
I mean, do you?
Do you, boo boo?
I guess. You love your tea. People, I mean,
If you love your tea,
I wonder if coffee was as readily available as tea back then. Because people cannot. I would not be surprised to hear many people say, "What would the world be like without coffee?"
in my world, I would hear more people say that, but
Wesley and Karina, I'm thinking about you in particular.
Selena, you on there too.
Selena's on there. Yeah.
Yep.
The moment I wake up.
Not me. I'm like, let me get some water.
I'm becoming a coffee drinker and I gotta stop.
So that is
Bad for you.
Her story on tea. That's
On
the tea.
and the teacup.
That's the tea about the tea, y'all. Okay? So if you haven't guessed by the name of our drink or what we are drinking, we are doing
Get Out.
Get Out.
Dude.
I know. Okay, one.
I get what he's talking about
I
when he
get-
finally says "get out."
Like, that's all he
It was
can
like
muster
no,
to
it
get
was
out.
like I knew this dude.
And he was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was like angry about the Flash. It was like, motherfucker, get out of this house.
Yeah, I'm
get
trying
out.
to save you. One, I think if it was me, I would say, run, nigga. I know that sounds really dumb, but I feel like if I could if muster it up, I'd be like,
no.
I mean, it'd be a weird title for a
yeah,
movie,
that's what
yes.
I'm thinking. I don't know if that's going to be a good title.
I get that, but if all I could muster up enough to get a black person out of the house, that's probably what I would say, like, run, nigga, run. That's just me. But
No.
you're right. It would be a really weird title.
I'm thinking of Dave Chappelle now in his skit with Wayne Brady. Run, bitch, go get some help.
Help! He's like, what? Huh? Yep, exactly.
Come on, man.
You know? Give me your
All
sandwich.
right, more money for me. Give me a damn sandwich, Dave.
I said, give me a sandwich. All right, so you want to hear the stats about Get Out?
Yes, please. Yes.
Yassa, with my pinky out.
Yes.
So, this movie dropped February 24th, 2017. So, not too long ago.
2 years. Two and
And-
some change.
And we've been talking about it since we started the show. So,
Yeah.
the budget, $4.5 million.
That ain't shit.
Today's money, which is really nothing, is 4.6.
4.59.
4.6 million.
Oh, damn, I was almost there.
You're almost there. And it made $255 million. And in today's money, that's just $265 million.
Oh, it's just 260.
just,
it's
you know,
not that much.
Inflation hasn't gone up too much.
Dude, this movie, holy shit. Like, it exceeded everybody's expectations.
Oh, yeah.
And doing the research on the movie, I can see why. Like,
Yeah.
watching it, you can see why. It's a great fucking movie. And I don't even like horror movies.
I know you don't. But it's good one.
Mm-hmm.
It fucks with your brain.
A little bit. I love it. I love when movies make you think and keep you thinking.
Yeah.
And it's all very subtle and you have to pay attention to the little things.
A movie that's so good that I have to watch multiple times to make sure that I got it all. Those are good movies.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
this is one of them.
And the director even said you want to watch this
Yep.
a number of times to pick up on shit that you might have missed.
Yeah. So the Rotten Tomatoes, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Critics, 98%.
Yes.
Audience, 86%.
Okay. I'm going to go somewhere around 94, 95, but that might just be because I'm not a big horror guy.
I'm going to say that the critics got it right, and I'm going to 98 it.
98.
Because it was just so beautifully done.
It really was.
It is more than a horror movie or a suspense movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best part about it. Just that it's more than what is on the surface. Like when I first saw the trailer for it, I thought it was a comedy.
Yeah, it's not made to just scare you. It's made to make you think. It's made to raise questions. It has subject matter which is very pertaining to today, and it tackles a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
In addition to being a hell of a movie.
A hell of a movie. So you ready?
For what?
The motherfucking drinking game.
For this movie? Absolutely.
Let's get our drink on. So pull up your teacup with your sunken place tea and get ready to take a sip.
Sink into the floor.
He's like, wait, sink. So,
Sink.
so when you see a teacup, you're going to take a sip. Yep. I'd be like, can you, like, stop? Like, how much more stirring do you need to do on your tea, lady? It's been 10
Is that
minutes.
lemon not in there
Is
yet?
that in there? I don't know. Just let it.
She doesn't want to do that because if she goes, he gonna fall flat on his face.
She's like, whoa, he felt like a fucking stack of bricks or whatever.
Sack of potatoes or whatever it
She's
was.
like, doof, he did go down. Okay, so you're going to take a simp when Chris goes into the sunken place. Which happens a couple times.
Wait.
She's like, sink. Doof. I love when it's like
Done.
little him sinks through the bed.
Mhm.
So fucking cool.
It's like scratching on the freaking armchairs.
He's like, I know, he's just like uncomfortable the whole time.
Absolutely.
He gonna take a simp when Get Out is said.
I like that.
You like that?
I like that a lot. Yeah.
So you gonna take a simp.
Get out.
She's like, what?
Nose bleeding and shit.
I know. I love him. He's so cute.
Dude.
Okay, so you're going to take a simp when you see a deer. Either you hit a deer.
Dead or alive. Well,
Yeah.
pretty much all of them are dead.
Yeah.
Except for the first one is
So if you
kind of alive.
see the deer get hit by the car, or you see the deer hanging in the fucking scary room.
Fourier or whatever it
Yeah.
is.
When you see him
Steady.
stab the fucking dude in the stomach with the deer, you going to simp on that.
He gets bucked.
He gets bucked. He does.
We gonna get bucked in here.
He got fucking bucked. Okay, so you going to take a simp when sex slave is said.
Sex slave. Oh shit, Chris, you gotta
You
get
gotta
the fuck up out of there.
there.
You better be in some eyes wide shut situation, mother.
You better leave,
Hello?
motherfucker.
Oh shit, his
phone.
battery must have died.
Battery must have died. I hope he's gonna leave though.
Oh my god, I love him so much.
Yeah, so sex slave.
Sex
And he
slave.
says it a couple times. Especially when
A
he's trying
few
to
times,
especially
yeah.
when he's trying to explain to the cops. He's like,
Maxine.
yeah, Maxine
Maxine
Shaw,
Shaw.
attorney at law.
Yes.
Fucking up. She said, don't say I don't do nothing for y'all. That's fucked up. So you gonna take a simp when they talk on the phone.
Okay.
Anybody.
Yeah.
You gonna take a simp.
Because the whole thing is they keep unplugging his phone.
They keep unplugging his phone. And this is why you need a portable battery so they can't unplug it. You walking around with a little battery. Boom. Okay, so you gonna take a simp when someone cries. 1 tear or 2 tears, it don't matter.
I got you.
Take a simp.
Ooh, okay. That's some of that shit is
You know it's good.
crawling up your skin a little
I
bit.
know.
I assure
Okay.
you there was no funny business. Damn, this shit is already getting me. I can't even say funny business.
Sink.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna take a simp when TSA is said or Rod is in his uniform.
Yes.
For my TSA workers out there, we appreciate you. You guys are the top flight security of the world.
Top flight security of the world. Shout out to my girl Deanna. She's not TSA, but she does work at the airport. And she was going to be our guest on this episode, but them airport hours are no joke. Like, she's probably at work right now.
Cause she handles shit.
Mm-hmm.
TSA.
Motherfucking A. We handle shit.
Yes.
Consider this situation fucking handled.
Like, just drive off, bitch. I don't give a shit.
I told you, man. I told you not to
didn't
go
wanna
in that.
say I told you, but I motherfucking
He
told you.
couldn't help himself. He's like, I
think
told you.
I wouldn't have said it so soon. Like, we would have been driving for a good 30 minutes and
This is why it's not just a horror movie, because you're like freaked out, but at the same time it's so
you're like,
fucking
God damn
funny.
it, you're
He's
right.
like, God damn it.
Rod, I'm sorry. I
Rod.
thought the bitch was cool.
Not the time, dude.
You're gonna take a simp when Chris's phone is shown. So if it's shown unplugged, if it shows dead, you take a simp.
Okay.
When he uses his phone to take a picture of the dude, you're gonna take a simp.
Okay.
So you're gonna finish your drink when Redbone's song is played.
Ooh.
So stay woke. Stay woke. Sorry.
God damn.
They be creeping. They gon' try to catch you sleeping. Ooh. Dude. Ooh. I love that song
I'm not
before the
gonna lie,
movie.
I like the way you sing that.
It's too, he sings it too high. I can't get it up there. But I loved that song before the movie even came out, and when it
Okay.
came out and he played it, I was like, oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, I almost like it came in my pants. That's how
Oh
happy
my
I was.
god.
It was good. It was a good. It worked with the movie perfectly. What the song is talking about, and just everything.
Jordan, you hear that? You see that?
You see what you did? You see what you did?
Your fault.
Oh, you found.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a younger brother? I know you married already.
Yes, he is.
So, oh yeah, he's married to what's her face? Huh?
Yes, he is.
I love her from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mhm.
Oh, they're too cute. Damn it.
We're not on him yet.
I'm sorry. What was I? Oh, I was finishing a drink. So you gonna finish your drink when? Where am I? At?
Well, since you got me fucked up. Chelsea Peretti is her name.
Oh, that is her name. Oh.
What did you put in this tea? Shit, I am sinking.
It's acid. I hope you're ready.
I'm having a brain lapse over here.
Okay, so you gonna take a simp when TSA saves the day.
Ooh, okay.
Brr, brr, brr.
Chris!
I know you think it's the cops, huh?
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And she does too. She playing fucking damsel in distress. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Whatever. She was smiling while he was choking the shit out of the
Uh-huh.
bitch.
Shit.
All right. Well, you got anything to add to
To add to this, yes. Take a simp every time Chris is taking or trying to take a picture.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes. Number 1. Number 2. You gonna finish a drink when Chris finds the pictures of all of her ex-boyfriends
Ew.
that may cross timelines with whenever you have people finishing their drinks.
I
But
was gonna say, ooh, when they do the silent auction.
ooh, that's pretty good. That's kind of around the same
Yeah,
time.
okay.
So that'll work.
Take a simp every time a racial comment is made.
I would have voted for Barack Obama a third time if I could. I love the guy, greatest president of my time
Uh-huh. This fucking
in
guy.
my lifetime.
This fucking guy.
Don't ever trust the white person who says that.
This dude loves to play hated characters.
He does a really good job.
He does a really good job. It's easy to dislike him, apparently. But to
Even-
like him at the same time.
Even since the 90s, we've been thinking of this dude.
We're going to get into it. I know what you're thinking.
Mhm.
I know.
Well,
I know.
okay. Well, that is the motherfucking drinking game. Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. So, all of my notes are on Jordan Peele. So let's start
Awesome.
this.
Okay. You want to take Jordan Peele?
It's not all of them.
I'll sprinkle some shit in there. Go for it.
Oh, shit.
If you want to take the reins on my dude.
Oh my goodness. I'm not ready. Okay.
So Jordan Peele. No, I'm just kidding.
So, do you know where you got the idea for this movie from?
I did not.
Okay, so Jordan Peele came up with this idea for Get Out from the 1983 Eddie Murphy's Delirious.
What?
Yes.
Eddie Murphy Delirious.
Apparently, he has a joke on there about horror films and asks why white people do not leave when they're in like a haunted ghost house. Like, why you don't leave? He said that like if he would have bought a house and if it was a ghost house and it said "Get out,"
Yeah.
he would have told his wife like, "Too bad we
do
couldn't
know
stay
that
in here,
joke.
baby.
Yeah,
We gotta go."
it's like, oh, baby, this is beautiful. We got the chandeliers here. We got the
nice.
stairwells. Get out. Too bad we can't stay, baby.
We gotta go. Mhm.
I do remember that now.
Well, that is kind of the basis of where this shit came from. Not pretty funny, huh?
Yeah.
Jordan
Peele.
Peele, Key and Peele.
Key and Peele. Keegan Michael Key and Jordan Hayward. Is that his middle name? Hayworth Peele.
Hayworth. Hey, Hayworth.
Mm-hmm.
So he broke a lot of records with this movie.
Yes, he did.
If you don't know, Jordan Peele started off as doing more of improv. The first time I remember seeing him was Mad TV with Key and
Keegan Michael Key.
yeah, they were together. They did one of my favorite sketches on there, which is the handshake sketch. Have you ever seen that?
I have not seen that one. No,
It's old because it is from Mad TV, but it's like
I more watched them during Key and Peele.
which they kind of do it a little bit, but not really. Like there's like where they're two friends and they're always like anytime they're happy to see each other, they have like their black man handshake, but they're like elaborate.
Oh, like crazy elaborate
Crazy,
one. Okay.
Like one of them is like Peele's getting married and Keegan is his fucking best man. And he's like, man, I can't believe you're getting married, dude. Oh, yeah. And they have like these crazy ass like handshakes and stuff like that. And that's like the first memory I have on him.
Okay.
And then he moved from that to, you know, starting his own TV show, Key and Peele.
What was it, 2012 to like 2015, something like that?
Hilarious.
Absolutely.
They have
I love that shit.
So many good catchy ass shit. Like I said, bitch. Have you seen that one? That's probably one of their best longest. They have another one where like
I do like that one.
Keegan gets high and they're sitting on like a porch and Peele's sitting there smoking like out of his bong and Keegan's like, yo man, let me hit that. And he's like, no, you don't want this. And he's like, man, yes I do. I used to smoke back in the 90s. And he's like, weed's a lot different
Weed's
now.
a lot different now.
He's like, man, just let me hit that. I know I can handle it. He's like, I know you can't handle it. He's like, well,
Isn't it
how do
crazy
you know?
how far weed has come
Yeah.
in the last 20 years?
A lot of drugs apparently have gone down in quality, and weed is like one of the only ones that's gone up. Yeah,
Gone way up.
it's just a funny thing. But Keegan doesn't realize that he already smoked and he's high and he doesn't remember
Oh, shit.
smoking. And Peele's like, I'm not gonna let you hit this because you hit this about 15 minutes ago, and we've had this conversation about 3 times.
Nice.
He goes,
Okay.
no way. They just have a great sketch.
That delay.
He also, I read a statement saying that he likes directing more than he likes acting. Are you ready for your second cup of tea, sir?
Yes, but more so, you got me excited for a moment because I would like to personally thank Jordan Peele,
For?
inspiring me to tell my agent to fuck off.
Yeah.
Not necessarily fuck off, but little story about Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele was so insulted because they offered him the role of Poop in a Pixar movie or something like that.
Was it like the Emoji movie or something?
Yeah, the Emoji Movie, exactly.
Okay.
They offered him the role of Poop, and he straight up told his agent, I'm done acting. I'm not auditioning for shit. I'm not doing this shit anymore because it's fucking stupid.
And I always wondered why I saw Keegan more than I saw Peele on TV. I'm like, why did I never see Peele like do stuff in like movies or guest spots on TV shows? But now it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, because they're both great.
They're both great. But I always thought like, well, how come I never see him in anything? But
Well,
it
I
makes
mean,
sense
yeah.
because behind the scenes of them writing their sketches for their sketch show, he's writing this, he's writing us.
He's writing all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
getting his shit together.
doing a lot of above the line stuff, directing, producing, writing, all that stuff.
Yeah.
However, I will say Keegan Michael Key is a hell of a character actor.
Oh, yeah, no,
like that motherfucker can transform into different people.
Different races.
Yeah, exactly. You seen him play? What is it, like a Puerto Rican dude
I seen him play
or a
Puerto
Cuban
Rican
dude? Like
I seen him play like a white dude.
you got the grill and the dreads and all that shit.
He don't fucking.
What movie was that?
I just wanna
It's like
say-
Let's Be Cops or some shit.
Oh, that's right. It was Let's Be Cops. And then they try to make what's his face like look like him, and then he looks nothing like him. I think that whoever does the wigs on their show
Mm-hmm.
needs awards because
Hair and makeup.
their fucking hair and makeup on that show is fantastic. Fantastic.
Fuck yeah. So back to the lecture at hand. So after hearing this, this actually made, because I was already very, very frustrated. I've been in Los Angeles going on 8 years now, and I've watched people, no offense, but of lesser caliber of an actor, people that don't really put in the work or don't really have the talent or whatever you might say, rise and rise and rise.
Yeah.
for one reason or another. And that's a common thing in this business, is some of the best actors you've never heard of because it's a matter of luck in a lot of ways. It's a matter of luck. It's a matter of timing. It's a matter of who your agent is and whether they can get you in the door. It's a matter of you having your stuff together. And a lot of actors chase their tails because they don't have the right tools. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing because there's so much information out there. You need to do this kind of headshot. You need to take this kind of class. You need to have this on your resume. You need to have this type of headshot. And it's like, no, this is all bullshit, because the fact of the matter is you're training for a job that you're not right for. Like, you go to these acting classes and they're teaching you classical shit. You're doing Shakespeare. You're doing roles that you would never actually be cast as. And then all of a sudden you're auditioning, which is a whole different scenario. And you're auditioning for a role that is completely brainless. You have 2 lines and all you're doing is walking up to a table and saying, "Would you like more breadsticks?" That's how you start out.
Yeah.
And that in itself is hard as fuck to accomplish.
I mean, so is writing, which he had to do.
Absolutely.
He said that he did 200 drafts of this movie before we got to what we got.
I get that. I 100%. I've probably
Especially
done,
being your first like full feature script.
Yeah,
you know,
I've probably done an easily 75 different drafts of the script that I'm working
that's
on
how
right
you
now.
get it right, get it tight.
But after hearing this story, I straight up told my agent, I'm done chasing these auditions because I'm never right for them. I'm too Hispanic to play white. I'm too white to play Hispanic. Every time I go in there, they say that there's something wrong, and I'm not right for the role. Not quite what they are looking for. Great, but too intense, too short, too brown, too white, whatever the case is. And afterwards, as an actor, you take something back with saying, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I can create better content than what I'm auditioning for in the first place.
And I think that's kind of what happened to him.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, Jordan Peele, thank you so much, because I am definitely following in your footsteps on that note.
He has broken so many barriers. Like, he became the first Black writer, producer, and director to earn more than $100 million in a debut film.
Wow.
First.
Dude.
It took to 2017 for this shit to even be the first. That just kind of puts in perspective of like how far we've come and how far we really haven't come. Like, I don't know if that makes sense or anything.
It does. It absolutely does.
You want to hear a fun fact story about him?
Yes.
That is super cool. Okay, so
Since we're talking about first Blacks people to achieve something, he's also the first Black writer to win Best Original Screenplay.
and he's only the 4th to be nominated.
I think the mic got cut off.
And we've talked about 2 of the ones already.
Which
John
one?
Singleton, Spike Lee.
Yeah.
There's one more. I can't remember who the other one is.
Oh, babe, I was just joking. The mic did not get cut off. She's all freaking out over here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sound department.
You're the best. So, okay.
That was a play on the movie. Damn, his phone must have died.
Oh. All right. So at UCLA, there is a class called Sunken Place, Racism, and the Black Horror movies.
Horror?
Horror, not horror. Yeah, so the Sunken Place, Racism, Survival, and Black Horror is a class
like a
that you
collab
could take at UCLA.
Dude.
I know. Can I audit that? Because I would totally go sit in that.
Yes.
So this class was started after the movie, obviously, and it's based off of kind of the theories of the movie puts out there. So in 2017, October of 2017, Peele surprised students by sitting in the back of this class.
No shit. Was he
Nobody really.
In makeup and like
No.
costume and disguise and shit?
No,
Or was
he's
it just
not
Jordan?
dressed as the fat dude who calls for pizza or the chick who's annoying and is always fighting with her boyfriend. No, none of those.
Okay.
He dressed as himself, hid in the back, and the class didn't really know that he was there until they asked a question. Like, what do you think the director was trying to say about about the conversation of the black bodies? Like, what do you think about that? Like them taking over black bodies. What do you think the director was trying to say? Blah 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 blah. And Peele raised his hand up and he's like, well, I think I have something to say, and fucking got a standing ovation as he walks to the front of the class and teaches the class for the day.
Shit.
Yeah. And I don't know if the teacher was like in on it or anything, but he just got in there in
Took
the
a
class.
break.
Yeah. And those kids
Professor,
like fucking were super
Go have
happy
a
about it.
smoke. I got this.
He's like, I got this. So what the director was trying to say is, and you're like, dang. Yeah. So
That's awesome.
I thought that was really cool. And I'd still like to audit this class, even if
I mean, there's a
Jordan
lot of
doesn't
things
show it up.
in this one movie. I haven't even seen Us yet because, well, it's a scary ass movie. But
pussy. It's okay.
that's a different movie.
It is a different one. Good.
That's super bad.
Slow guy passes him on the track. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Okay.
There is a lot of very small things in this movie that, I mean, they're not small things. They're very big things, but they're very subtle things that you have to pick up on and pay attention in order to understand everything that Jordan Peele was trying to do with this movie.
He does a lot of things. He gives homage to other movies. He makes you think about what something really is. I liked Us. I enjoyed it quite.
Flight 237 now boarding.
I was gonna say
That's one of the easiest ones.
He likes to add things. So the scene where Rod is out front trying to call Chris.
He's on the phone with Chris.
In the background, it does talk about Flight
237.
which is
The Shining. Little Kubrick.
I'm glad you know. That made me happy. Yeah, so you just gotta look out for some of those shit, and it's cool. This movie is fucking awesome.
Yeah, like even when the dad is walking him through the house and giving him the tour and this, that, and the other, he says that the door, we don't go down there. We got to seal that up because there's black mold down below or some shit like that.
Because the black person is the mold, and the white person feels the mold.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, motherfucker.
So many things.
Okay, so I know that he said that he is more focused on directing instead of acting, but he is in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He does
Yes, he is.
the voice of, I guess, the deer as it dies.
Yeah.
Whatever that noise is. That is Jordan.
Yes, it is.
Plus, he also does the commercial that Rod's watching when he's at Chris's house and he's with the dog, and it's like, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Yep.
That is Jordan out there fucking doing the shit. I did not know those. I didn't know that until this week that was him.
Oh, I didn't either.
But the talking him, once I listened to it, I'm like, you're right, that is him. What was I thinking? Let's see. We got a really good one.
Okay.
This makes me want to work on one of his movies so bad.
Okay.
Okay. So Jordan, he would direct scenes while doing impressions of Tracy Morgan, Forrest Whitaker, and Barack Obama.
No shit.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
That's fucking
He's all
awesome.
sitting there trying to tell you, like, okay, what I need you to do here is, feel really eerie.
You got Barack Obama directing this scene. Get the fuck out of here.
That's how you have to know. You have to take it serious. If he's Barack, you're like, oh shit, this is real.
The president's telling me what to do. Oh shit.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's isn't that what he used to audition for SNL?
The Barack.
Yeah, he did a Barack Obama impression, I believe.
Well, he does it. Him and Keegan do it on the show.
Oh, I love it so
where he does it,
much.
and Keegan's the black guy who translates what Obama's really saying. And Keegan actually got to do that for Obama at like some function where Obama's talking, the real Obama is talking, and Keegan's like black translating it.
Dude. Brock has the best fucking sense of humor.
He does. He really does.
He
really does. He's like, you guys are too funny.
Every president that we have, there's always somebody, usually SNL is the ones that are like making fun of the president.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell would play George
Bush,
W. I think Alec Baldwin is playing our current fucked up ass president.
Voldemort.
Yeah.
What about Amy Poehler? Not Amy Poehler.
I can't remember her name.
Tina Fey, where she does. God, what's her fuck?
Oh,
I can see Russia from my house.
She never became.
She never did.
Vice president or president,
Damn it,
whatever she was running for.
I've been drinking. I can't remember.
It starts with a P.
Starts with I don't give a fuck.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, he got to do some real cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing I kind of want to talk about. I know this isn't necessarily him, but I've been reading about it, and it made me upset, so I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to talk.
Here we go. Getting serious.
Let's get to that nitty gritty. Okay. So, like we said, critics acclaimed this movie. The film grossed a lot of money, and it didn't take a lot to make it.
Okay.
But it was not a big hit with old Oscar voters. Okay? So some of them dismissed it as, well, it's not really a Oscar-worthy movie to watch. Or they didn't like the racist tone.
They didn't like the subject matter
of the movie. So what ended up happening was the young Oscar voters had to go to these old Oscar voters and be like, no, you guys have to watch this, because even if you're part of the committee, or you don't have to watch every movie they send to you. You don't have to.
No.
And some people vote on movies they haven't even seen.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, this makes me mad because the movie was good, but
if you haven't watched all the movies that are in the category, don't fucking vote.
I mean, if you at least don't vote for a movie you haven't seen. Like, someone said that they voted for 12 Years a Slave but hadn't seen 12 Years a Slave. And just like, well, it's probably good. And voted for it. Or, they had somebody who was out there campaigning for it to win, and they just, it's like, all right, well, they gave me the best deal. Either way. So the young voters had to go and make them watch it and make them realize, well, even if you don't like the racist tone of it, you have to see that the script in this original story is beautifully done.
Yeah.
And, so that's how he got his Oscar for
Best Original Screenplay.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
I was going to say, I know it was nominated for a few Oscars.
For about Best Picture, Best...
But it only won one.
It's a screenwriting.
I remember being upset about that.
But it still broke a record,
Fuckers.
which I think is awful. So them convincing them to vote for it helped. I think about a year before that year, they had opened up the door to about 500 new voters. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, and they said that a huge majority of them were women, because obviously the Oscar committee is 75% male. So they added more women, and out of those 500 people they added, I think 30% of them were ethnic. So they're adding us in there
30%.
slowly. But I believe that those.
So that means 70% of them were white?
I guess so.
Wow.
White women.
Okay. Sure. That's a slow
start.
turn.
That's a start. Though.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's diluting the males at least, and that was overtaking everything. And the majority of those 75 were 65 to 75 years old. So anyway, I believe that those young new Oscar voters are the reasons why Get Out has this Oscar, which I'm so for. But in reading this article, it reminded me of another movie that we already talked about, Girls Trip.
Yeah.
And Jada had said that, she couldn't understand how Tiffany Haddish wasn't being recognized for her talent because she was the funniest and best thing that was on screen of that year, which I personally agree. And she said that it was critically, how much more does the movie have to be critically acclaimed, and how much more people have to like watch it before we simply get a screening to be seen. And that happened in the same year, 2017. So it's a battle we're still fighting, where we make these great movies, and even if Girls Trip is not, you know, a drama or, you know, a bio, it doesn't mean that it's not a good movie and it wasn't done well. Just because Get Out is a horror thriller suspense does not mean that it's not a good movie just because it's not your idea of what.
We had the same argument last year about Crazy Rich Asians. It was a great fucking movie. It didn't get a single nomination because it's a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
It was done incredibly
Me
well.
and Smash were talking about that today, and I was like,
if anything, it deserved at least best
set design, costumes,
at the best ensemble.
Ensemble. It was beautiful, beautifully done, and we get snubbed for that shit. So
yeah, absolutely. Chris Rock said it best. What did he say? He said, Hollywood isn't exactly racist. You're just not in the club.
It's exclusive.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, you know, so our movies get looked down upon and they don't make it in there. Get Out is also one of the only horror movies to be nominated for an Oscar, Best Picture Oscar. It's like Silence of the Lambs and
Hello, Zenevia.
Dawn of the Dead.
It's good to see
Day
you
of the
again.
Dead. I can't remember. Yeah, but
all right, well, let's dive into this movie because we're
Let's do
already
it.
like 7 hours in.
My
My shirt is falling apart because of Robin's ass.
quit acting like you don't like it.
I don't like it.
Bitch, I know somebody who likes it. Her name is Smashley.
Shut up, bitch. I know somebody like it.
Thank you, Smashley, for that. She aerated.
So if y'all hear noises in the background, it's Smashley working away. She's working hard on her day off on other stuff.
Yep.
So, Mr. Jordan Peele, we love you. We appreciate you. Keep doing you. He has done 2 movies with Blumhouse. Apparently, he's got 2 more, and neither one of them has been announced.
Can I tell you something? I know you don't really care for scary movies, but Blumhouse is really good for those.
Oh, I know. I know they
really
are.
good for those.
So
that's like a perfect harmony, for
we did
them.
the Blumhouse maze at
we did
Universal.
Last year we did.
Shit, are we going back again this year?
I'm going on
No?
Halloween.
Oh, damn. Smashley said no.
I'm going on Halloween, so
Cool.
that'll be fun. Yeah. So we got to do this show early.
Yeah, well, that made me.
Huh?
You see what you started?
Oh, that made me.
Fine, I'm not hiding you under my jacket this year. You're going to have to walk in there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go through the maze, and I'm going to push Smashley in, and then I'm going to go like 10 people back.
That's not cool.
That's not, because she's just going to grab onto me.
No, you got to hide. You
Oh,
got to
okay,
hide
okay. All right, sorry, Smash. He told me. Can I give you a fun fact real quick before you start?
Yes.
This movie was filmed in 23 days.
Okay. Damn,
was it.
that's pretty quick.
Yep.
That's very quick.
It's not that.
I mean, it's one technically location.
Did they film?
With the exception of a few snippets like the detective's office, the airport,
So,
Rod's apartment.
Is the interior really the interior of the Altieri house? Is that like a real house? Isn't
I would
that-
assume so, yeah.
That's how Blumhouse is. It's all locations.
Yeah.
Mm.
Blumhouse. I will say that Blumhouse does them for cheap and makes a boatload of money.
Oh yeah.
They pay their crew cheap.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're not known for the best working conditions or the
Okay.
best wages, you might say.
But they give a lot of people a start, so I understand.
Yeah, for sure. Last thing I'll say about Mr. Jordan Peele is he is acting.
Ooh.
He's doing a movie called Abruptio. It is filming right now.
What is that?
It is a horror movie. And guess who he's working with?
I don't know.
Robert Englund.
Ooh.
Yeah, Freddy motherfucking Krueger.
Oh.
Oh no.
Are they like these worlds connected?
Oh.
Wait, did he write this?
No. He's not directing this. He's not producing it. He's just acting in it.
And he didn't write it.
He did not write it.
Okay.
Not
Well,
that I
then
know
don't
of. No.
because I feel like Get Out and Us are connected in the same universe.
Are you the one that told me that he's like trying to create his own universe? Sort
I
of thing?
heard that, and I feel like he is, but you never know. I think
I
the
wouldn't
next
be surprised.
I feel like the
He's
next
smart
movie
enough
would
to do so.
make it,
We'll see. We'll see what he comes up with next.
and I'll be there first day, just like I've always been.
Mm-hmm. And he's also the narrator for the new Twilight Zone.
Oh, duh, he is, and he's writing and producing for that as well, not just the narrator. So
Oh, okay. I
we
got
get
you.
to get his twisted mind on one of my favorite old timey shows.
Okay. I got you.
Okay.
So let's dive into this cast, starting with none other than Miss Erica Alec.
No, she not in this.
She's not in this one.
Okay.
No. Another girl with dreads. Erica Alexander.
Which one is it, Erica?
Maxine motherfucking Shaw. We're just gonna give her a shout out real quick
Attorney
because
at motherfucking law.
it's Maxine Shaw.
She was okay.
Yeah, like
Can I just?
don't get me wrong, I got excited as hell to see her,
Me too.
but
But then I was like, bitch.
she didn't do a whole lot.
She was funny though. She got him.
Don't say that I don't do nothing
Don't
for
say
y'all.
I don't do nothing for y'all. They were laughing. I just feel like, okay, yeah, he's coming to you with some random shit, but he's showing you a picture of somebody who's been missing from like 6 months.
Okay. Yeah.
That's something that should be taken seriously.
Yeah, that's not
Because as a cop, you have to go and make sure that this person is alive. They're not being drugged or held against her. And then they're no longer missing. If you go see them and they're like, bitch, I'm cool. You're like, oh, okay.
And at the same time, she's tripping off of him because he's so fucking TSA gung ho. And he's like, we got
'Cause,
the
you know,
same training as y'all. We pretty
we
much
might know
everything.
more.
We might know more. You
We
know,
on that
'cause we deal with
terrorist shit.
terrorists and shit.
She's like, fuck you.
Really,
man.
motherfucker?
You can't
I'm
even
a
shoot a gun.
detective. You gonna say that shit in my office?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't like the way they handled it, but it was good to see her.
Yeah, it was great to see. And you can see her more on Hulu's new Wu-Tang and American Saga.
Woo, tang, woo, tang. I bring the pain. All right, well,
She plays
I've heard it was good. I
character
need to see
named
it.
Linda Dix. I haven't watched it yet.
Maxine Shaw.
Maxine Shaw. She's always going to be Maxine Shaw.
Attorney at law.
Forever.
Forever.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about Living Single.
We are living
Single. Ooh, in a 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my girls. Keep your head up.
What?
Keep your head up.
That's right.
All right.
I'm sorry. You know how we get you guys on the show. We start drinking, we start singing. Yeah. So that's a little bit on Maxine Shaw.
That's a little bit on Maxine Shaw. Zenobie's already getting excited because I flipped the page and her boyfriend is on the screen.
Good. Can you tell me a little bit about him? Because I don't really know much.
About Lakeith?
Yeah.
Lakeith Stanfield, my dude. And look at the picture. He straight up
Oh,
looks
dude.
like
He looks like
Malcolm X right there.
he looks like a sexy 70s man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, Gina.
In the leather and white. Shit, he could have played Young Shaft, but he's too cool. He couldn't play the nerdy
Too
type.
goddamn cool.
Dude.
He can have the duty of pleasing this booty anytime he wants. He's just so cute. He plays Snoop Dogg and Straight Outta Compton.
Yes, he does. Don't sleep on the Skinny Brothers.
He's also in Atlanta.
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So my dude, he's a hell of an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very, very impressive actor.
Feel like he just came out of nowhere.
He did, to a certain degree. Like, he started acting way back when. You know what I will say is this movie is a testament to the old saying that it takes 10 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah.
Because there's a number of actors in this movie specifically that you have never heard of, and then all of a sudden they do this movie and everybody knows their name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, Lakeith is one of those actors.
I wish he was some Keith and I'd put him on my blunt because he's just so fine. I love him.
So, he started acting way back when, started doing like short films in like 2008. Got technically, you might call it his big break or the first big movie that he did, The Purge.
Wait.
Anarchy.
Oh, okay. I was like,
And it's not even like he had a big role.
didn't know.
Like he had a non-speaking role. He was like one of the young. I think he was one of the guys on the skateboard with like the ghoulish faces. You know what I mean? But he was in that movie.
okay.
You know what I mean? That's technically like a featured extra. Afterwards, he did Dope
Yes.
in 2015.
One of my faves. I love
If
it.
anything, that was his first big thing. No. I'm sorry. He was in Selma before that.
Okay.
So that was his big thing, which he played Jimmy Lee Jackson. And from then on, from that little bit of momentum, he just has been building and building and building. Like I
Yeah.
watched him play opposite of Joseph Gordon-Levitt recently in that movie Snowden, that hacker movie.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, he was in that one as well. And he is working on a new movie.
Knife Club.
No, Jesus Was My Homeboy.
Okay.
It's a
I've
new
seen
movie.
T-shirts like that.
Okay, well, it's a movie, and there's somebody else in this cast that is also in it, and I'll tell you later.
Okay. But there is a movie called Knife Club or Knife Out or something.
Knife Out. He
Knife
was in
Out.
Knife
That's what it
Out.
is. Yeah, I saw the trailer for that one recently, and it looks pretty good. There's a lot of people in it.
Oh, he's been doing Atlanta for the last 3 years as well.
That's what I said.
Did you?
I said I love him in Atlanta.
I'm drunk. I don't remember.
Yeah, with Childish Gambino, the
Yeah,
singer
my
of
dude.
Redbone in this movie. That's who sings it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's his song.
Donald Glover.
Sexy ass. Yeah,
Mama-
he's probably
Mama
my
named him
favorite.
Donald. I'm gonna call him Donald.
I'm going down. He Keith is like my favorite character in that show because he's just such a like lovable,
Is he?
like stoner, good friend. He has like
I've seen a couple episodes.
he has some episodes where you're like, what the like some of the second season was a little darker than the first season.
Okay.
But it was good. Even Cat Williams was on there for an episode.
No shit.
Yeah, his episode was probably one of the best ones of that season. It was weird.
Love it. I haven't seen Cat in a while.
Yeah.
Is it worth diving into?
The show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give it a shot.
It's well done.
I'm looking for a new show right now.
Well, yeah, watch it. First season, absolutely really good. Second season, people have their ifs about it, but I liked it.
Okay.
Thought it was creepy weird. I liked
There's a
it.
couple shows that I need to look into. That might be one of them. Snowfall is another one.
Black actors.
Black actors. Come on, man.
Come on. Yeah, he's
Give
like
it back, Wayne.
sweet ass fucking stoner. He's so cute. I love him. And I'm excited to see more about him. We'll definitely have a movie with him in it more than he is in this.
Yeah. Lakeith, keep doing your thing, man.
doing your
You're
thing.
killing it, and these ladies love you.
This lady loves you. Hey! Wait, can I ask you a question?
Heh.
So in the beginning where he's like walking down the street and he's talking to
Dude, I love him.
Allison, right? Is that?
Nope, not
is that
today.
it? Is that-
Not
Mm,
today.
Nope, I'm going to go to the other way.
He's not stupid.
He's like, oh man, come on, man.
I mean, he is, because, he black man in the suburbs.
So is the person, do you think the person that grabbed him is the brother
Yes.
or the grandfather?
No.
Because the grandfather, the songs that they play in the car is old timey.
True.
I don't know.
But also, the song that he plays on the violin is kind of old-timey.
Okay.
And Jordan Peele told him to play anything.
Right.
It wasn't specific, even though Reddit and all that stuff thinks that it was. It wasn't a specific song when he's strumming the violin.
Okay.
I don't think that it was the grandfather. However, don't quote me on that.
It
'Cause I
could
ain't
be because
said
he's a
shit.
huge ass dude and he quick.
He is a big-ass dude.
He could take over the brother any
I
day.
mean, Marcus Henderson is the next person that we were talking about.
All right.
I'd have to rewatch the movie for the sixth time because unfortunately I wasn't paying attention to that part.
You can't really see him, and like,
But you
he's
can
wearing a
tell the
mask.
difference in body frame.
Okay.
You know,
I know, he's
because
so quick.
yeah, because the brother is
He's, like, lanky.
lanky and skinny, but he's also a mixed martial artist.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the grandfather is a runner.
But he's a solid black
He's
dude.
yeah. If he's a runner, he's a fucking linebacker.
Yeah, he's a freight train.
Yeah, absolutely. So Marcus Henderson my dude, plays Walter, aka Grandpa.
Get him, Grandpa.
And damn, he freaks me out.
I mean, he was the thing that freaked me out probably the most in the
Yeah.
trailer because you just see him running at a distance in the dark and he gets so close and then he just,
And then
just turns.
makes a beeline. Yeah, absolutely.
He wouldn't have got that close to me because I would have started running way before that. I'd be like, "Ah."
And a little insight into the movie. So apparently what he is doing, because you know how they were talking about how his grandfather was a runner and how he lost to Jesse Owens.
Yeah.
Apparently he's running at night to try and beat Jesse's time.
I mean, I figured that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like, you know, after you watch it a bunch of times, you know that he is Grandpa. Like, yeah, he's just getting his work on.
Yeah. And they
just
also
doing this.
cut a line from later on in the movie when he tackles Chris. Apparently they cut the line of Grandpa saying, I finally beat you, Jesse, or something like that.
I finally caught you, Jesse,
I
or
finally
something like
caught
that.
you, Jesse, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Which was a good. I think it was a good choice to cut that line because it doesn't exactly work. It makes the grandfather sound just a little bit crazy and senile, which he already does.
But I mean, you could be crazy and senile because all they're replacing is their brains.
yeah,
So him being crazy and senile would have nothing to do with his body, and that could show that he's mentally older than what his physically body is.
true. But his word usage gives that suggestion as well.
He could have been like, "Gotcha, nigga," and he just he just runs.
you know when he first has his encounter with Chris when he's chopping wood on that block.
Yeah,
That part freaks me out.
like I feel like you would try better to be a better black person to convince other black people that they're okay.
I mean, they don't really have practice because they stay in this community.
That's true.
You know, and if
They got YouTube.
If you rewatch it and you watch it as picturing him as an old grandfather of this young white girl, it makes a lot more sense. He's still like pushing the boundaries with stuff, like the way that he talks about his granddaughter.
Yeah.
But like Chris is walking up to him like, you know,
What's up, bro?
yeah, exactly. Only other black man within, 100 miles. And he starts saying like, man, they're working you hard out here, Anthony. He's trying to like find a common ground with him. And immediately like he gives him this like 1,000-yard stare, but then he smiles and is like, nothing that I wouldn't already enjoy doing, or whatever he says.
You like chopping wood for white people?
Yeah, exactly.
In the woods. I mean, okay.
And he's this big imposing guy.
Yeah.
And then he has this calm, lighthearted voice and still has the crazy eyes.
See?
Nothing I would not rather be doing.
Oh, it is true. People, black people do give each other nods when we see each other because we just gotta be like, hey, there's another
We're in
one.
this together.
We're in this together. Something goes missing. Both of us are on the chopping block. Let's just keep an eye out, you know? And like where he does go to the black guy, our sexy dude. And it's like, oh, it's good to see another brother here.
Yeah. You
Oh.
feel more comfortable. It's like, shit, at least I'm not alone in this shit.
Yeah.
Because when you are alone, it's like,
They could do anything.
they can do anything. More so, it's like, you don't have anything to hold on to.
Yeah.
You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does.
Like, when I'm in those situations, I literally want to find a corner. Because if I'm in a corner, nothing's behind me, and I can just watch everybody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's just kind of like if I'm at let's say I'm at a rap party with Ashley, and she's working on the most pretentious show in Hollywood or whatever. If there's nobody that I can find a common ground with or associate with, I want to sit on a couch that's up against a wall, and I'm going to sit in the corner seat. That's just me.
Well, when I see you, I'll be like, you okay, bruh?
Fuck
you in
no.
the
Come
corner?
here, man. Shit.
You want me to
How
sit
you
with
doing?
you?
Damn, thank God.
You look lonely.
Dude. And she's a social butterfly. She meets and talks to everybody, and she loves it, and she enjoys it. And I try to do the best I can in those situations. But at the same time, all I really want to do is just sit there and talk to one person that I can find a common interest with.
All I want to do is have a good drink, have a good something to snack on, and at least one good conversation.
Like if I'm in those social situations, my stomach is in knots, my hands are
Oh,
balled
really?
in fists. It's like, ugh, take me back to the ghetto.
I can talk to anyone about anything. That's fine. I can find a common ground of like physically talking.
But
to
you know when
but-
somebody is sizing you up,
Yeah.
and when they know, as soon as they size you up, they have no interest in you, and they kind of look down on you, even though they don't mean to.
That's perfect because I'm sizing them up and I don't want to talk to them.
But at the same time, if you're meeting 50 people just like that, it's like,
Dang,
what am I doing here?
Yeah, nobody wants me.
And I mean, you don't want them either.
Yeah,
But somehow you ended up in this situation.
yeah.
So anyway, what were we talking about?
you wanna
Marcus
fun-
Henderson. We're
Are
talking
you-
about Marcus.
You got any more about Marcus?
Yeah, he got his big break doing Django.
Yeah.
So he is.
Unleashed.
Yes, he is.
Unchained, is it?
Dude,
It's Unchained. I always say it.
He breaks my heart in Django.
Which one is he?
He's the dude when they first introduced Candyland.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's the fighter, huh?
He's the one that wins the fight.
He don't want to do it, but he
He
got
don't
it.
want to do it, but he's got to kill one of his own.
Ugh, yeah.
It's fucked up.
You see why I think that they should have had him snatching up fools off the street? He's
I get
huge.
And you're probably right because that helmet is fucking huge.
Yeah.
That's like a Magneto helmet.
Can't see shit.
I don't know if the younger brother can handle the weight of that
I don't know.
helmet.
He's like, ugh, my shoulders, my neck hurts.
So that was his big break, was on Django Unchained. Before then, he did a few things, but nothing substantial. I believe he is a musician as well, though.
Say what?
Yeah, because he is one of the bassists in Whiplash.
Ooh.
J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That's a great fucking movie.
It
Mostly
makes-
because of J.K. Simmons.
I'm scared to be a drummer. I'll never drum. Ever. Not even like my pencil on the... Nope. Sorry. Can't.
Was I early? Whack!
But it shows a lot of determination that nothing will
Uh-huh.
stop you.
Absolutely.
Can I give you a fun fact?
Give me that fun fact.
So Universal Pictures,
Uh-huh.
they wanted Jordan to make a sequel to this movie
Wow. Because they're all about that money.
about that Skrilla. And he said he was open to the idea of doing it because he loves this project, right?
Sure.
But the only
And they left
way,
that bitch alive.
yeah, the only way that there will be a sequel is it has to be perfect. Script has to be good. It has to be not even good, but it has to be better than the first one.
Which is a tall order.
And he won't just do a cash grab. So if we happen to,
Thank God
in the
that
future
Jordan
see-
Peele has morals.
yeah, if we happen to see Get the Hell Out, or I don't
Get
know,
the fuck
Get
out.
the fuck out, then yes, then it has to be good. So keep your eye out for that if that ever happens.
What would you name the sequel?
GTFO.
What'd you say?
GTFO.
GTFO.
That's a good one.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
I told you.
I told you. You didn't tell me shit.
Y'all get on Fortune. I got that goddamn noise.
Motherfucker, man.
Don't slam my door. Yeah.
So Marcus Henderson has been on Snowfall for the last 2 or 3 years. So I really do need to check out this show.
Snowfall.
John Singleton's last project. May God rest him.
Oh, I miss it. R.I.P.
And since we were already talking about him, let's talk about Mr. Caleb Landry Jones.
Mm.
Sounds like a black man's name. Shit.
But he's a lanky white dude.
He's a lanky, freckled white dude.
Jeremy.
But he's a good actor.
Yeah.
I think he's a really good actor. So as the brother, 2 things register in my mind. One, he's alcoholic, obviously.
Well, you got to be in this
is-
kind of job.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the mom is stirring tea in that tea glass.
No, it's
teacup.
bourbon.
It's bourbon?
Ours is.
Ours is. Shit, it's really good.
He I feel like he has to drink because
That's 2 cups down.
Ooh. I feel like he has to drink because he knows what he's doing is wrong.
The weight of what he's doing.
But it's family business. Since he was a little kid, he was destined. They sent you to school to be a doctor to do this.
Uh-huh.
So you got to.
I mean, he's more of a nurse, but yeah.
Yeah, but he says that he's in medical school. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's like,
You're
yeah.
right.
So he is going to school to learn how to do all this.
Yeah, you're right. He is. He's gonna take up where the. Well, I mean, eventually the father will transplant bodies as well,
Yeah.
but not no more, bitch.
He gonna go into some black body, except he has a deer in his gut.
Yeah, in his gut, in his chest, in his throat,
Chest, his throat.
antlers all up in
All up in
your throat,
him.
buddy.
Sorry.
So,
Maybe they could save the brain.
I doubt it because the son is dead too.
Oh, that's true. No one can do it.
Caleb died too.
And I mean, and the dude, what's his face, who bought Chris, he has to die too because his head is open.
Oh yeah, we'll get to him. So Caleb Landry. So something interesting about the brother. One, I think that this family's creepy.
Yeah.
To begin with, they're very cultish, and I don't know if this is maybe like my rationale, but like when he's talking about his sister, it's almost like he's in love with his sister. Like when they're at the dinner table, he has such a hatred in his eyes for Chris because he knows that he's with his sister.
I feel like
He has a disdain for his dad.
Yeah, that's all those other things I think are different. I think that he hates him because it's easier to destroy something you hate.
True.
You don't want to have like a common ground with this guy that in 2 days I'm going to be cutting his fucking head open and killing him. So that's what I always took it as, is that like he's trying to give, because Chris is such a nice guy. He's very polite. And, you know, you would want him to be with your sister because he's a photographer and he's cool. So you got to find a reason to hate this guy, eat every guy she brings home, because I have to do this to all of them every time.
Sure. But
Plus, I think he also gets a kick out of it. And I like it because
I think he does get a kick out of it.
He's the only one in the family that's on the surface not normal. Everyone else on
Yeah.
the surface is normal. They can pass. He can't pass
he can't.
because
No.
he cray.
He's definitely the dysfunctional brother. And he has this love for MMA that's a little bit toxic. But I find it very interesting because as much as he loves jiu-jitsu over judo, he talks about how much jiu-jitsu is a mind game and it's not about muscle, which is very true. And how he says that you always have to be 2 and 3 steps ahead of your opponent, which you absolutely need to be, whether it's jiu-jitsu or judo or any other form of martial arts. But the thing that Chris finally wins over him is he is 2 to 3 steps ahead of Caleb in their fight.
Yeah.
So you know how
He's kicking the
Chris
door.
is reaching for the door, and every time he grabs a hold of the door and opens it, Caleb kicks it back in. So the last time that he does that, Caleb kicks it again, and that's where he stabs him in the leg and finally wins the fight. Because from stabbing him in the leg, then he throws him down, and then he, kicks him in the head and stuff.
He stomped his ass. Let's not say
Stomped
kicked.
his ass.
He stomped his head into the carpet. Yeah. Well, can I tell you a fun fact about him?
Give me a fun fact about him.
So, like you said,
Wasn't gonna hurt him.
I know.
Shit.
He's like, I got a rule. I don't fight with drunk people. He's like, I'm not drunk.
Oh no, he's drunk.
You're past drunk. So, okay, like you said, he played the ukulele on the
Is
porch.
it the ukulele or the violin?
Ukulele.
You're probably right.
There was no bow, so I'm gonna assume.
You can strum a violin, can't you? I don't know.
Yeah.
It shows how much I know about music. I don't
Yeah,
know
but
shit.
it sounded like a ukulele, so I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
It was, huh? Thank you. I know.
Damn.
I know a lot of instruments. I'm
She's
sorry.
so mean with her tone, though.
I know. You can cut it out if you want.
I will not.
Let the world know how salty she is over there. I'm just joking. You have my back. She waving to the camera.
Nobody can see your innocent face you're trying to put on, babe.
I see it and I believe it. So he actually is an accomplished musician.
Okay.
He's a singer, drummer, guitarist, bassist, and a harmonica.
Is he Willie Nelson's kid?
He might as well goddamn be. And he even has made some solo tracks performing every instrument on the track. So he's like a Prince kind of dude.
Okay.
So he's very talented, and so giving him something creepy to pluck out wasn't a good, yeah.
Hard for him to do?
No,
That's awesome.
because he knows what he's doing. He plays guitar.
I like him. I think he's doing a great job. I've seen him in a number of things.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in some big blockbuster movies. He's been in great artist movies. What has he done? Just played freaking Banshee in X-Men.
X-Men, yeah.
He was in The Social Network.
Yep.
You know, he's doing his thing.
He out there.
Yeah. So, Caleb, keep doing you. We hated you in this, but that just means that you did a hell of a job.
God damn it, I hated you.
And of all the actors who always do a hell of a job, Stephen Root. So I'm going to say right now, this man may hold the record for the most credits on his resume that we have ever talked about on this podcast. My dude has 241 credits.
He does a lot of voiceover.
I don't give a shit.
No,
So-
I'm not saying that he
Samuel
doesn't.
Jackson ain't got nothing on my dude.
He does extremely a lot of them because he's like in, King of the Hill and a couple other shows. He's in like Office Space. That's probably the first thing I remember him like physically seeing him in, and not his voice.
Really? Oh no, we've already talked about him.
In
What's that Ryan Reynolds and Amy Smart movie that we talked about? Friends Club for Christmas. Shit, what the hell is that movie called?
what are you talking about?
We did it
With
on
who?
Ryan Reynolds and Amy Smart.
Oh, Just Friends.
Just Friends.
Oh, that's right. He plays the
plays the producers.
But
Like
the Office Space came out before that.
yes, Office Space. He plays Milton.
Yeah, that's
Did
the
you
first thing I
take my
remember him.
stapler?
I remember him as Milton. He like Stapler.
I remember him in that. I remember him in Just Friends. I remember him in Dodgeball.
Yeah, if you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench. Yeah, he's part of the Average Joes. Yeah, no, like it's not that I don't know who he is, but the first thing I remember him is Office Space. And
Oh, I
hearing
thought you said the first thing you remember him is this movie.
no Office
Okay.
Space and hearing his voice on King of the Hill for a decade. So,
Ashley worked with him on Trumbo.
was he sweet?
She didn't really get to interact
Okay.
with him, but on
Huh?
Trumbo.
All the way?
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong movie. Different movie.
Get it right. Get It
Different president.
right. Come on,
My bad.
get it right.
Oh wait, Trumbo was the writer.
Yeah.
Different Bryan Cranston movie. So Bryan Cranston played LBJ, and then he did Trumbo,
Okay.
or vice versa. I'm mixing up the movies because they were in the same time.
Okay. I'm not judging. Though you don't gotta explain shit to me.
What are you still doing here? Go get me lobster. Go,
Go, go,
run,
go, go.
run. Daddy wanted fish.
He was a dick in Just Friends.
Do these pants make me look fat?
No,
You're fired.
your fat makes you look fat. Not the leather pants he was putting on. Yeah.
So in this movie, he plays the blind man, the blind art dealer who ultimately wins the rights to Chris's body.
he slowly went blind.
Yeah,
I assume.
yeah. I mean, he had his eyesight at some point, and
He's a
now
big
his
art
assistant
dealer.
describes the paintings
Great
or the
details.
photographs in great detail.
He's like, so the guy's wearing a blue shirt. It's like a polo, but it's not necessarily a polo. And it's got about light blue stripes on it.
Sure.
And he's wearing he has to
I
do it
mean,
like detailed.
Very, very detailed, and he's got to ask all kinds of intrusive questions about it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like what type of, and that means that the assistant has to be incredibly
Knowledgeable.
detailed
Yeah.
and knowledgeable and understand everything. They've got to basically share a brain.
Yeah.
So-
or you could just lie and be like, "Oh, this is a good ass painting. You should buy this." And it's just like blank canvas.
Can't Lily Aldrin in it. So he's been working on Barry for the last couple of years.
Oh.
hmm
I've only watched a couple episodes of that.
Not only that, shit. This fucking guy. Okay. Get Out came out in early 2017. He has done 18 projects since then. It's been a year and a half. What the fuck?
He stays working, man.
He stays working and he does such a great job.
You do.
Such a great job. I love this guy. If
He
I
could play
have-
very weak or powerful, or he could play, sneaky. He could play dumb.
he can
play
play comedy, he
intelligent.
can play
Yeah.
drama, he can play absolutely everything.
How many was his credit?
241.
God
And
damn
he's
it.
got 5 in production right now.
Samuel Jackson, what are you doing? You know what happened with Samuel Jackson?
What happened?
He
Marvel.
started doing all these goddamn Marvel movies, and it slowed down his fucking take of hitting these movies all the time. Pissed.
Well, let's see if Stephen Root had a head start on Samuel Jackson. So Samuel Jackson first started in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So let's see when Stephen Root's first project. Oh, 1988, Crocodile Dundee 2. Sorry.
2. Oh, not
2.
the first one.
Yep. Exactly. Hey, I like part 2.
I don't know. I don't remember.
That one is the one where the Spanish dude kidnaps the reporter chick, and then they go back to Australia.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Vaguely. I don't know.
Makes him take his shirt off and switch, and then they think that Mick got shot, but it's actually the other dude.
I don't remember. I don't know. I just remember the first one.
All right.
Maybe I never seen. What's he say on
For
How I
what?
Met Your Mother?
I don't know.
You know, like the last thing that Marshall's dad said to him. He's like, "Check out Crocodile
Dial
Dundee
Dundee 3. It totally holds up.
Totally holds up." It's the last thing he said to him.
Well, I'm sorry, Samuel Jackson, but you had a couple years head start on Stefan, but at the same time, you white.
How about this? I write a bunch of scripts. Samuel Jackson come on through, be in the movie, and we help both our numbers up. No, not gonna work.
I don't know. So Stefan Root plays the blind art dealer.
I keep thinking you're gonna say
And-
Groot.
Groot. He is Root. I think he does a hell of a job. I think he plays a great blind man. And he talks about how he doesn't give a shit what color Chris is. It doesn't matter that he's black, even though all of these other guys do want his body because he's black. Some people want to be stronger. Some people want to be cooler. Some people want to be faster. This,
He
that,
just
or the
wants
other.
his eyes.
He wants his eyes. He wants his point of view
Yeah,
because he's an art dealer.
yeah.
And he likes the photographs that Chris takes. Or so he thinks, according to his assistant.
So when you take your head, like your brain, and you put it in a black body, does your white money come with a black body?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? That's something that would be
That's
weird.
paperwork stuff, I guess, technically.
Where are these? There's no missing persons out there for these white people, or they just like say they died and they bury them.
I'm sure they've all figured it out by then.
I don't know. These are just things that are coming to me as I'm getting in my sunken place tea.
White people are really good at paperwork. I'm going to tell you that right
believe.
now. You see all these businesses sprouting up
I believe.
around here. All these houses getting bought up. They can cross the I's and dot them T's.
Yeah.
So,
This is what I do on set. I'm sorry, I place foreground the camera.
are you seriously
She was.
set dressing?
You guys, we
table
got
right
this-
now?
Almost blocking her face.
See, we got great set dressing here. We got a professional on.
I'm not saying that YouTube doesn't appreciate it, but 99% of our audience is audio.
They can't
only.
see us, yeah.
They don't watch YouTube.
That's all right.
But y'all need to watch YouTube because it's funny. I'm wearing a mask right now,
He
people.
is the whole time. I didn't know how long you were gonna keep it on, but you're doing it.
I wore this thing before
Okay.
for this masquerade thing. Shout out to Mr. Brooks Fairley
Yep.
for making me this leather mask. What, did I say it wrong?
No, I just. No, means response.
Yep. It's not my mask. I'm not gonna thank you for it. So, I did find what I was talking about how this being the fourth horror movie to be nominated.
Oh, okay.
So it was The Exorcist in 1973, Jaws in 1975, Silence of the Lambs in 1991, and Sixth Sense in 1999,
That
and Black Swan in 2010. So those are the only horror movies that have ever been nominated.
I will
With
say
Get Out.
that I don't watch horror movies, and I have seen all of those movies.
All of them?
Therefore, this is a good club for this movie to be in.
You seen The Exorcist?
I've seen The Exorcist.
Okay. All right, that one's a real scary one.
Shit.
So yeah, that is a little bit on that.
Stefan Root, we'll see you in a whole lot of other movies. Keep doing your thing.
Apparently, you all over the place.
All over the fucking place. He's a
More than Samuel
he's
Jackson.
A chameleon of an actor.
He is. He's good. And you like
Always enjoy Stefan Root.
you see him, but you forget that you saw him because he was so good.
I guess I'm just not an angry person. What? Are you angry now? Can't beat them. They're too good and you suck something awful.
We should do that.
Only chance we have is if you get mad.
We need to do that movie. That one's funny. So this movie was on the U.S. box office charts for 2 months, chilling
Oh,
up
yeah?
there. Yeah, and that says a lot for movies these days because they don't really stay in theaters as long as you would think, unless they're Disney. Disney keeps theirs in there for about 3-4 months to get their money's worth.
So I'm going to blame you right now because I'm feeling drunk, but this drink is really good.
It is so fucking good. It tastes like tea. We don't even know that we sitting here fucking shit
And
up.
See, this is why old ladies are tipsy all day long. They just sipping on their tea.
Because they be putting bourbon and shit in there.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Would you like some tea?
They just say sauce. They're like functionally drunk all day long, and now I see how they do it.
That's my
shit.
dream. Be functionally drunk all day.
Okay, well, let's talk about grandma for a second. Since we're talking about old ladies, talk about the old lady of the movie, Miss Betty Gabriel.
Betty?
Betty Gabriel.
Betty?
Betty Gabriel. She plays Georgina,
Okay.
who is secretly grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my
I
god,
do like when they introduce her because the line he says is like, you know, my mom really loved the kitchen, so we like to keep a piece of her here. And then you see her just standing
and you
there.
see her just standing there, straight up Stepford Wife style.
I know, right?
And this movie is very, it has a strand of Stepford in it, with these people that are not really themselves, like Walter and Georgina and my dude Andre.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're Invasion of the Body Snatchers, dude. You know,
I wonder how
it's
they be
not
chilling
really
when
them.
they're like, you know, they don't have a black dude in the house. They
Yeah, how do they act when it's not that? Well, you see it. You see it slightly when Walter is greeting everybody as they're rolling up in their cars.
That's true.
Because everybody else knows that Walter is the grandfather.
And that
And
is
so
his party.
he's like shaking hands and he's giving hugs, and they're technically the hosts of the party, like you said.
Yeah, they party.
So you see a snippet of it.
That's true because these rich white guys would not be shaking hands and hugging the help.
Mm-hmm. And you also see a snippet of it when Georgina is in the kitchen later on in the movie, when Chris finally breaks free of the straps and everything, and he makes his way up to the top floor, and she's in the kitchen going about her business. Damn, this is completely open now.
Hey, he's showing off titty, y'all. You guys need to sign into our YouTube.
I'm sorry, Junior. Everything is open. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, but her scene is probably one of the best scenes in the movie.
Oh yeah.
She's just, you could see.
Well, all of her scenes, she's really good.
But where, you know, you can see grandma is controlling her,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see her in there trying to help. Because I believe that all the black people, once they know what's going on and they see who is next, they try their very best to, because they're still part of these people. They're in
they're stuck in the sunken place. Like you
sunken
said,
place.
they're a passenger. They're watching everything, and they can hardly do anything about it.
in the distant future of like TV, it looks like floating in nothing as you're watching your body do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get to feel everything? So, like, when you're boning, do you get to feel that, or are you just in there?
I wouldn't want to.
I mean, that at least would be a perk.
Would it though? Like
Yeah.
Andre's boning this like 30 years older than him white lady. You know,
Yeah, so
as a young, vibrant man, like
it's either
he's
that or
like,
nothing.
I mean, but he's like mid-20s. I'll take nothing.
You gonna take nothing for evers?
I mean, as a late 20s, early 30s man that Andre is, and he's bonus like 70-year-old lady. I don't want to be pushing the wrinkles to the side and stuff.
Dang, she didn't look that old.
I don't remember, but you know.
Pushing the wrinkles to the side.
I mean, come on.
Okay,
That stuff has to come with age.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
If I'm not wrinkly yet, I don't want wrinkles on.
I mean, I don't want a white person in my body, first off.
First
but
and foremost.
if they're in there and they're boning, I mean, at least I should be able to feel some sensation so that I feel like, I can look forward to that. Even if it is a wrinkly old lady. I'll take a wrinkly old lady.
I guess.
Or nothing?
nothing.
All right, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like fucking
Save your energy to break through.
exactly. I'm gonna be like Marcus. Marcus is Marcus for 45 seconds, and in those 45 seconds, he shoots his granddaughter and then shoots himself.
Yeah.
Shit, that'd probably be me.
I do that.
Like, cause
So is
I
that
have
before or
somebody
after the
else's-
boning the old lady?
I ain't touching the old lady. Shit. I got somebody else's brain attached to my brain up here, and 99% of the time they're in control. For that 1%, I'm going to take their asses out.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't want to go back.
Oh, no. No, 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 no.
That's
no,
like
no,
solitary confinement for life.
No, no.
Like you seen Denzel in The Hurricane when they stick him down in the hole for like 6 months straight.
It was
He
like
goes
forever, man.
Splits his brain into 3 people.
Yeah. He's having conversations.
Imagine that for your entire life.
I read an article about a guy who was stranded at sea for like almost a year in like a little boat, and he said that he had to split his brain up into 2 different people, like the captain and the first mate.
No shit.
Yeah, and they would argue with each other because he would just kind of go insane.
Talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that lately. Like my jobs nowadays don't require me to talk to a lot of people.
Mm.
And you get a little bit like, even though I'm out and about and I'm doing things and I'm outside, it's kind of like cabin fever. You don't get to interact with people
Yeah.
like you should.
Yeah.
And that fucks with the human brain a little bit.
Captain and first mate, man.
So just, take notice of,
yeah, take stock
people.
on that shit. Yeah.
When you get tired of these customers that you're helping and shit, keep in mind that if they weren't there, you'd go a little crazy.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, exactly.
Except
Kinda
the bitch you want to take it, whatever.
So Betty Gabriel, the reason why she's so good is because, she was born in D.C. She went to school at Iowa State University,
Mm-hmm.
and she got her bachelor's in, she loves animals.
Oh.
So she got her bachelor's in animal science and pre-vet.
She a vet?
Yes.
She a pre-vet?
Yes. However, she moved to Chicago to become a dancer. And so she was a dancer and an actress for a certain amount of time before she realized that she wanted to further her schooling. And so she went to Juilliard.
Oh.
So she is a Juilliard graduate.
She just happened to go to Juilliard. She was like, maybe I should try this acting
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly. So she studied and graduated from Juilliard before doing this movie.
Great.
So when you watch her and you see her playing this character and then she's like shedding these tears at the same time as a split character, is because she studied for many, many, many years and she put in the work.
Put in that work.
Most actors are not willing to put in, and that is why she did such a great job and why they hired her.
And why we should see more of her.
Mm-hmm. And Hollywood Close Encounter, Ashley actually got to work with Miss Betty on
what?
a little known but also majorly known TV show for Amazon called Good Girls Revolt.
Yeah.
She played Denise. She was the first black woman hired at, what was the name of the USA Today? Newsweek Today.
Newsweek magazine.
Newsweek magazine. She's going to correct me a fourth time.
Newsweek magazine.
Newsweek magazine.
Gotcha.
So she plays Denise. She's the first black woman to be hired for this company.
Yeah.
It is predominantly run by white males.
Oh, go figure.
And starts off in 1969, I believe, right after the concert at Altamont.
Oh,
When the Hells Angels got into some shit.
That's why you don't hire them as security.
You don't hire them as security. Exactly. That is the inciting incident to the entire show.
Yeah. Oh.
And it was a great fucking show. We've talked about it before and
Yeah.
how it did not deserve to be canceled. But either way, she played Denise and she did a hell of a job in that, just like she did in this movie.
Yeah.
I really truly believed her as a old white woman.
Yeah, she was good at being like,
Like even when she's having her conversation with Chris in the room and they're talking about the phone and stuff,
She's like,
he's
"I
like,
just
I
happened
wasn't
to-"
like trying to snitch on you. It's like,
snitch. Right.
Rat.
Oh.
Tattletale.
Oh, that's
Of course.
of course.
Don't worry, there was no funny business.
You're like, lady,
Oh shit.
what black lady are you? Because you ain't one. That's what I said.
Yeah. Like there's some red flags where it's like, Chris, you're supposed to be a smart dude. Get out, motherfucker.
This movie stopped black men from doing a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
Drinking tea and dating white women were the two things
Good on
that,
him.
that kind of stopped
Dude.
after this movie.
I'm so glad that we're talking about this movie. And at the same time, it's like thrown up my spidey senses to a degree. Like I was walking Robin this morning, and no disrespect to our neighbors, but I seen this hipster white girl outside, and I didn't know what the hell she was doing, but she was like walking in the middle of the street and like looking left and looking right, like she was looking for her Uber or something. But I know damn well this bitch drives a Mini Cooper.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to be in a get out situation. Get this bitch away from me. I don't
You're all
want it.
scared of him.
I was scared.
Thought someone was going to throw you into a car.
She looked exactly like the girl in this movie.
Gotta watch out for him.
Absolutely.
Especially if they drinking tea. You better run.
Shit.
You better run.
I mean, the mom drinks the tea.
You don't think that the daughter be drink sheep? That's her
She
next
drinks
thing.
skim milk with her Fruit Loops.
Yeah. I mean, I eat Fruit Loops without milk, so I get it.
But you don't drink skim milk out of a straw right
No.
next to it.
No, that is weird.
It's a little bit weird.
It's like a D.
As you've got your white creepy shirt buttoned all the way up to the very top neck button and your hair in a ponytail listening to freaking Dirty Dancing soundtrack while you're looking for your next victim.
At the time of my life. She's like, yeah. Let me look up the next, basketball player that's coming out of college so I can get on this fool. Get his body.
Looking like a Lamar Odoms on the freaking Instagram.
Looking for him.
So Betty Gabriel did a fantastic
She
job.
did.
I'm looking forward to some more stuff from her. I did see The Purge election year, and she did a hell of a job in that one as well.
I like the Purges. You like the Purge?
I like The Purges.
Okay.
I haven't watched the TV show, but I like The Purges.
There's a TV show?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
new TV show.
What's it on?
I don't know.
If it's not FX or AMC, I kind of don't want it.
I don't know. I haven't messed with it.
Okay.
But she had an arc on Westworld last year as well. And
I'm
now
behind, but it's a good show.
she's doing a show called Defending Jacob. I don't know what that is, but she's in, looks like, every episode. And she plays a character named Paula Duffy. So, Betty, keep doing you because we love you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The fuck you laughing at,
As
you
soon
creepy
as I see
crazy?
this dude's face, it makes me laugh.
You creepy crazy. Oh.
Now you know why.
Yeah.
Bradley Whitford is our next actor that we're going to talk about. And this motherfucker I always think of him from Billy Madison.
That's what I think of him. That's the first thing I can remember him in.
First thing I ever saw him in was Billy Madison. He plays Eric. And he's such a fucking douchebag.
Trying to take over the company.
Eric! You're going to give the company to Eric? He is a bad, bad man. Meanwhile, he's fucking with Adam Sandler from the other side of the table.
Yeah,
worried
he's
about,
good
Billy?
at his...
I'm doing you a favor. You don't ever have to look for a job.
Ever.
And you can sit around here
Look at your
looking at
nudie
jack-off
mask.
magazines.
Oh, jack-off magazines. So
Chasing
what else?
invisible penguins. Is that it,
You
Dad?
want to
Did the
go,
penguin tell you to do this?
but you won't let it, will you, penguin?
He really is a douchebag.
He is. I'm a Hollywood Close Encounter.
You met Bradley?
I have.
What?
I was an extra on Other People, this indie movie that he was in, and I actually sat in the pew in front of him. It was like a church, Easter Sunday church scene.
You sat in the
Pew,
pew.
pew.
Yeah, that's a word that I don't know.
Pew. Church pew?
A pew.
Pew.
You,
Like the
Lord,
flag.
you haven't been to church in so long, your soul is about to burn because you don't even know fucking pew. A church pew? Just a wooden bench?
Okay.
Pew, 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 pew.
I think of two things. Yeah, phaser guns and somebody farted.
Pew.
Pew, motherfucker.
Whatever, but I sat in front of him and
I
he
believe
was
in science.
quite funny.
Like
He was
freaking Nacho, the dude from Nacho Libre. I believe in science.
nice.
Just kidding, Scientology. Don't go chasing after me.
You can come for me. I'm ready.
Fuck no, I don't
I
want
know
to
my
know.
shit.
I don't want to take them tests.
They don't want to. They don't fucks with black people. It's fine.
Yes, they do.
We ain't got enough money.
I've seen them on the corner.
Well, I'm smarter than that.
Said every Scientologist ever.
Yeah, but they believe the shit. I don't believe the shit. The only shit I believe is that they're stealing money.
You know what the difference is between a cult and a religion? The leader of a cult dies, and then it becomes a religion. Dead serious.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, for the Scientology, yeah, that did happen.
L. Ron Hubbard died, and Scientology became a religion.
And now we're fighting to get it not to be a religion because these bitches have billions of dollars and are not paying taxes. Don't want to talk about it,
Don't
but
get me started. All right. So Bradley Whitford, eh?
hey,
You met him.
yeah. Here, I'll show you a picture.
How is he? Is he a
was
nice guy?
He was nice.
He just plays a dirtbag.
Yeah.
But he plays like that glad-handing dirtbag.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
he's not the...
He's the shake your hand and stab you in the back character.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Stab you in the back.
He has a very white collar look to him, which is probably why he spent so many years on the West Wing.
Yeah.
He did like 7 years on West Wing. Played Josh Lyman. What is this? What?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you with your fancy hat.
I did. It was Easter, girl.
It was Easter.
It had to be
It was
cute.
an Easter episode.
I didn't make it into it, but I was there. My essence is there.
Okay, I got you.
But yeah, he's a great character actor. Like you said, he's in West. I almost said
Wing.
Westworld.
Not
I almost
Westworld.
said Westworld.
Not Westworld.
He was in West Wing for a very long time, and I mean that wasn't my show, but I did know he was on there.
He's in another movie that we're going to talk about next week.
Yes,
So therefore, I'm not going to say shit else about it.
but that is a hint though, because
Hint
it's a Halloween movie.
to next week's movie, people.
Yeah.
So Bradley Whitford is also in our movie for next week, and therefore we're not going to talk about him next week because we're talking about him this week because this is.
I don't know unless I find something cool that he did.
unless,
next week.
I mean, we're drunk right now, so maybe we're going to miss something.
Yeah.
I'm
You feeling
I'm
yourself?
feeling good. Yeah.
All right. I don't have any fun facts about him because I figured we were going to do him next week. So,
Well, I will say that he's also Juilliard trained.
ooh.
Juilliard pumps out some great fucking actors.
That's why it's called
Can't knock it.
Juilliard. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that meant. It came out of my mouth as I said it. I was like, what the fuck are you saying, bitch?
She's throwing dirt out there.
I don't know what This tea, man. I'm in some
This
sucking ass
tea
place.
is fucking with you.
It's really good. It's because it doesn't taste like alcohol.
Does not taste like alcohol. I've had 3 cups, and I don't feel fine, but it tastes really good, and I don't taste the alcohol.
It's that amaretto, yo. Covers all that shit.
That's what it is, the amaretto.
Mm-hmm.
That shit'll creep you up.
It'll creep you up.
It'll creep you up.
Smashly-
Damn it! I was hoping you guys wouldn't catch that.
Smashly, are you not feeling it?
No.
She's working over there. She's doing other stuff.
Oh, it's because she's standing. It's circulating through her body.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
That might be why. I'm struggling just
Let's-
keeping my words in order.
Let's get this done. I think we need to finish this.
Catherine Keener. Okay, so something I will say is that Bradley Whitford and Catherine Keener have both worked on a movie before this that is similar, being John Malkovich.
Yes.
And
How do you feel about that movie?
not really my genre.
I like it.
Do you?
I love Cameron Diaz in it, and obviously John Malkovich of like having to play different characters, being him, and play himself, realizing that other people are him. It's just very weird. John Cusack, everybody in the movie fucking looks weird.
Okay.
I love it. It's just cool.
It's a cool movie.
Great concept.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great fucking movie. Just not really my genre.
Yeah.
You know, I can't associate with it as well. I will say that Catherine Keener was nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting in that movie.
Okay.
That and Capote.
And this,
In which case, that's where Philip Seymour Hoffman won his Oscar.
it was. I like Capote. That was good.
Capote was If you like a true artist's movie, go check out Capote.
Yeah.
However, first thing I saw her in, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
It's the first thing I can really remember.
Yeah, which is not to say that she hasn't been churning out movies forever.
Yeah.
However, I didn't see John Malkovich until recently.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
John Malkovich came out in 99. Yeah, I just didn't get around to it.
It used to be on HBO, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And yeah, it was a good one.
But I loved her in 40-Year-Old Virgin. I was like, oh, this woman is about to blow the fuck up. Little did I know she's been acting for the last, 30 years
She about to
before.
blow the fuck up.
But I love her as Trish playing the mom to, what's that girl's name?
Oh my god,
Damn it. Two Broke Girls.
I
Freaking
just said her name. 2
Charlie
days to Smash It.
Bartlett.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I love her.
Oh
She's
yeah,
great.
that was a good one.
She was even in the first Thor.
Okay.
I don't know. Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings. I literally was just talking to Smashley about her.
I think they really did it. I would have loved to have seen a sitcom based on those two as the mom and the daughter.
Oh, instead of 2 Broke Girls? Is that what you're talking about? What are you talking
Yeah, I don't watch Two Broke Girls. But, like, imagine Kat Dennings and Catherine Keener in a TV show of a mom and a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would watch the shit out of that kind of show.
I love her.
Producers, hello. Pay attention.
I can be the fun friend.
I will say she's aging really beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very attractive woman. In this movie, she's a very scary woman. She comes off as that old hippie lady
Yeah.
who probably smokes weed every now and then, takes a sip of wine with her dinner every night.
She puts bourbon
She's
in
got
her
her own
fucking
painting
tea.
room sort of thing.
Yeah.
But she's also a psychiatrist, and that's how she pays the bills.
Mhm. She wears sandals.
She
and
wears sandals and walks in the sand barefoot all the time.
She has jewelry made out of hemp.
Chances are she doesn't shave her pits.
That's
But
fine.
she's a cool lady.
Yeah.
It just happens to be that she is a little cultish.
Just a lot.
Just a lot. Now sink into the floor bit.
Wait. Sink. You're like, oh, what the fuck, man?
How did you like her in this movie?
I liked her in this movie.
I was very, very excited. Like, did you watch this in the theater?
Yes.
Okay, me too. So
It's the best way to watch this one.
It's the best way to
because
watch a movie
the
like this.
crowd reactions are really cool.
Mhm. And this is one of the few horror movies where you can actually cheer. Because when Chris finally gets free and he starts killing these motherfuckers one by one.
She was about to reach for that teacup. She
that
was like,
teacup, and he slaps it away, and he's like, "Oh, bitch."
"You done fucked up now,
Because
motherfucker."
ultimately, like, he looks at her like, this is your motherfucking fault.
It
Like, I know
is.
everybody else had a hand in this,
But
but
you got in
you're
my
the
head.
motherfucking ringleader. You're the one that put me in that sunken
You're
place.
the one who figured out
You're-
about the sunken place and how to put me there forever.
Fuck that.
I'm out.
Like, she has that power. It's just like, and you face plant on the floor. Ugh.
Sack of potatoes. I do have a fun fact about her. It has nothing
me
to
a
do with
fun
this
fact
movie,
about
just
her.
her life.
Okay.
Do you know who her ex-husband was?
No. Sting.
No.
I just threw a name out there.
Okay. Dermot. What's his name?
Dermont.
From fucking My Best Friend's Wedding. And we talked about him.
Oh, my
in-
dude
in,
from Young Guns.
We talked about him in Family Stone.
Yes, we did.
That's her husband. Ex-husband.
Ex-husband.
And they got a kid.
Dermot Mulroney.
Mulroney.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Wow.
Did not know that one.
Didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, definitely did not. Yeah, that's all I got on Catherine Keener. Mostly because I'm drunk off my ass right now.
All right, well, let me give you a fun fact while you're
I
drunk.
can't hear you.
Is that her 40-year-old version?
We
Yeah.
just talked about that.
Yeah. That hurt.
Catherine, get the fuck out of my room!
God. You won't let me have sex, but you can.
have sex
And I can't. It's
Sounds
so
like a tea
unfair.
kettle.
All teenage girls.
Dude,
Can I give you a fun fact?
teach me.
Oh, yeah, the boyfriend. It's all on his toes. Like,
Right? He's got this big ass fucking condom.
his hand.
I am Aquaman.
I'd be pissed. I'm like, you're just going through with condoms? They ain't
Dude, how many
free.
times did you guys do it?
Ew. So here's a fun fact.
Give me that fun fact.
Chance the Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He was so impressed by this movie that he bought out several theaters in Chicago and gave away free tickets to this movie so people could see it.
Nice.
Yeah, he loved it. He
I
was
like-
like, peeps.
I like Chance the Rapper.
Me too. So thank you, Chance, for making people watch this.
Mm.
Because you are so awesome.
It's time to talk about the top 3, you might say.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ready to talk about my dude?
Top Flight Security.
Top flight security.
Of the
Lil
world,
Rel
Craig.
Howery.
The world, Craig. Little Rel. This helped blow him up.
Yes, it did. Like I was saying earlier, it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. This movie was probably Lil Rel's overnight success.
Yeah.
And from here, he has springboarded to many, many projects.
He has become a lot of people's favorite part of this movie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He is the voice of reason.
Yeah.
As funny as his ass is, he makes a lot of sense.
Well,
All I'm
he
doing is
does really-
connecting the dots.
He connected the dots. And if it wasn't for the sex slave, he was spot on pretty much. Minus like,
Other than the sex slave part, he's absolutely
he's
right.
pretty correct. Yeah. I was like, dang, you close, dude. You close. Little Rel, he ad-libbed the majority of his funny lines in this movie.
Okay.
So Jordan just kind of let him go a little bit. And
Uh-huh.
I can see that, especially on the phone chats and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely.
You want to know something really funny, though?
Give me something really funny.
So, since doing this movie, Little Rel said that real life TSA agents all over the country recognizes him, and they they love him for doing the movie
I
and
love
representing
it so
TSA the
much.
way he
that
did.
motherfucker don't ever have to wait in line at the
He
airport.
never got to wait in line. His bags are probably
Hey.
always on the plane.
He's cool. Let him through. Let him through. That's
Like-
TS motherfucking A right there.
Right there.
Lil Rel.
So,
we
yeah.
handle shit.
We handle shit.
Consider this shit
Handled.
handled.
I know. I would say that to him if I ever saw him in the airport. And he'd be like, "Give me my shit so I can get on this plane."
I kind of I'd want to go up to him and give him a hug. Hey, Uncle Drew, what's happening?
Oh yeah, what's happening? He is hilarious.
You showed me Uncle Drew.
Yeah,
That's a good ass movie.
that is a good one.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It was funny. So, Little Rel, like we said, this kind of made him a big deal, right?
Yeah.
But he was not that big of a deal after making this movie.
I mean, to a degree.
He was not invited to the Oscars
Damn.
for this movie.
Why not?
I don't think that they thought that this movie would be nominated, so I don't think they considered them for the tickets. And once they did get nominated, you get the director, the producer, and the 4 lead actors, even though the majority of them are white, probably got tickets.
Damn.
But he didn't.
That's kinda fucked up.
He told this to Jimmy Kimmel, who on his show, who that year Jimmy was hosting the Oscars. And he said, "Yo, don't worry about it, yo. I'm gonna get this. I got you. I got you." And Lil Rel was like, "No, man. Like, I called them, and they were like, you're not on any list ever or anything. We ain't got no tickets for you."
This month.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
Like I said, you're just not in the club.
you're just not in the club. But Jimmy Kimmel is.
Oh,
And
he
I
absolutely
believe that
is.
he got him into the Oscars. At least he said he was going to.
I mean, but if I was Lil Rel, would I still want to go?
Yes.
I mean, it is the Oscars.
I mean, at least that one, because when you never know. One, he's a comedian. He's known for being more of a comedian actor.
Yeah, that's true.
Your chances of you ever having a movie nominated to go to the Oscars is going to be kind of slim.
True.
So yeah, you might as well go because that's probably going to be your only time going.
I got you.
And a movie that he's probably extremely proud about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I want to go there
this
too.
This is a great movie to go for. And it has springboarded him to many, many projects, like I was saying earlier. This was probably his breakout role. Before this, he did a number of things that you probably haven't heard of, or for the most part, people hadn't heard of. However, one thing stood out in my mind, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Ooh, what?
He was in a TV series called In Living Color.
You can do what you wanna do. How old is he?
Exactly. That's what threw me off.
How old is
However, this shit is dated in 2012. So I don't know what this is, but it's
Wait, does it
not,
have the picture of In Living to Color? Like they're...
I don't know. But it says that he played a various
He can't be too much older
artist.
than us.
But it's maybe it's a spoof on In Living Color or
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. In Living Color.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, the creator was Keenan Ivory Wayans. So I don't know what's going on with that. But in 2012, he did something for In Living Color.
We need to find that. I want to know. People need to know.
But after Get Out, he was on the Carmichael show. And don't get me wrong, I love Tiffany Haddish.
If you talk
But-
any shit about her, I'm throwing tea in your face.
But give me all the tea.
Open your mouth.
Lil Rel might be my favorite part of that show.
I'm going to say the both of them being married or ex-married.
Ex-Mary.
They were just good together.
They
'Cause
were.
They did most of their scenes together.
But
so,
also, I like his dynamic with playing the older brother.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. To the parents.
Because
That's
he
true.
has to the parents, even when grandma's has her episode. I like his point of view on everything. You know what I mean? He's kind of the heart and soul of that show.
Yeah. He's like the voice of reason.
And he's got this this innocence about him. He did a arc on Insecure. On HBO's Insecure for
I'm so behind on that.
a couple
It makes
years
me so
back.
sad.
He did a quick thing in Tag, which I love that movie.
Oh, yeah.
He works opposite of Ed Helms for a minute. And then he had his own show, Rel.
Is it over?
As far as I know, I don't know if it's coming back for another season.
I hope it come back for another season. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Hopefully it comes back for another season. But yeah, that was 2018 to 2019.
Had
So
Sinbad in it.
it did have Sinbad. He plays dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
pretty
gotta
good.
finish that thing because I watched the first few episodes. Yeah. Hopefully it comes back for another season.
Can I give you a fun fact?
About Lil Rel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact. So when Chris and Rod are talking to each other on the phone,
Uh huh.
they're really talking on the phones.
I love it.
But they're not talking to each other. They're talking to Jordan Peele.
Oh.
He's on the other end of the phone. That's why, like, when Little Rel, Chris's phone dies, and he's like, "Oh, I guess his phone died." Like, that to me feels improv. Like, he's just kind of going off of it,
Yeah.
and he has it. It's a lot easier to talk on a phone when there's somebody on the other end. It just feels real.
I agree. And you can always tell when somebody's talking to nobody.
Yeah.
I would say, like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure this scenario worked, but personally, I would have them talking to each other. I would have two cameras running in different rooms, split it up, A unit and B unit, and be so far away that you can run both units. However, set dressing, location, this, that, and the other, I don't know if you can do that.
It was probably done on different days.
Yeah, you're right. That's the struggle.
Little Rel is supposed
Lil
to be
Rel is supposed to be in the city, whereas Chris is at this country home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be difficult to shoot on the same day at the same time.
I mean, I'm just happy that someone was on the other end.
Unless you got like a studio setting.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only way that would work. However, different time zones also. Pretty sure. Pretty sure it's different time zones also.
I don't know. They didn't fly anywhere. They just drove.
Yeah, but okay, maybe there's just no windows in Little Rel's apartment then, because it's daytime.
Chris's. Yeah, it's like all brick and there isn't any windows. Not really.
I could be wrong about this, but isn't it where Chris is talking to him and it's daytime, and then Little Rel's apartment it's nighttime, or maybe those are two different
I just
conversations.
think that there's no windows, like you said, or at least they're not as shiny as.
Yeah, he's got like that brick wall and shit, like straight up New York style apartment.
Yeah. It probably
Or
wasn't an
loft.
apartment. Yeah, it's the loft. His bed is everything's in one room.
Gotcha. Well, my dude is got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects out right now.
Get it,
in
Rel.
production. Lil Rel is killing it, and I thought he did a hell of.
Wow, we're feeling this. Okay, we gotta get done, you guys. We can't talk.
I told
This
you,
tea
man.
is making
I
us
told
feel.
you.
You want to hear a fun fact?
Give me a fun fact.
What's a good fun fact? I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure he got his name from playing basketball.
Little Rail.
If memory serves correctly, I listened to his episode on Armchair Expert, but that was a while ago. So I like him. He's a very confident man.
Mm-hmm.
Like in his outside life, he believes what he believes. He stands up for what he believes. And as much as he is a comic and a comedian, you can have a very serious conversation with my dude, and he will correct you if something is incorrect. Like he doesn't shy away from things, or he doesn't like put on a show just because he's on camera or on a microphone or nothing like that. But if memory serves me correctly, he got his name, Lil Rel, from playing basketball. But I could be wrong about that because I'm drunk and my memories are warped right now.
All right, let me give you a fun fact.
Give me a fun fact.
Did you know there's an alternate ending to this movie?
The fuck?
Now, we discussed how you kind of...
They go back and shoot her ass again.
We discussed how you did not like the ending. Not that you didn't like the ending, but it was not your favorite.
Mm-mm.
Maybe this one will help. I kind of...
Don't leave any loose ends.
Here's the thing. If the cops aren't coming, she's going to die. Getting shot in the stomach, especially with a shotgun, she's not going to make it too much longer. But that is the slowest way to die, is through getting shot through your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So if they left and nobody comes to the house until morning, then she dead. But that has nothing to do with my alternate ending. So at the end of the movie, he chokes her as she's trying to tell him, like, I love you, you know. I'm sorry.
Lying bitch.
And she smiles all creepily, and he chokes her. And then he stops.
Uh-huh.
And this one, it looks like he continuously choke her until the car pulls up and 2 policemen get out
Ugh.
with their guns. And then it's like cut to him in Orange Jumper in prison, and Little Rel is there. And Little Rel's like, you know, you gotta keep telling me, like, tell me what happened again, because I'm trying to get you out of here, and I need to, like, you know, get the story straight so I can get you out of here. And Chris is just like, nah, man, I'm all right. It's cool. Like, I don't even want to get out of here because, you know, he did kill these people, but he's like, I got him. I got him. Like, you know, no matter what happens, I got him. I got him to stop taking black people's lives and bodies. You know, I put it
Me
into
being
this.
in jail is a small sacrifice for saving so many other people.
Yeah. And he hangs up his phone and he gets carried off to his cell.
That's an interesting take on the end.
Mm-hmm.
It could work,
Look it up. It's on YouTube.
but at the same time, I think I like this ending better.
I know you were going to say that because TSA fucking handles
TS
shit.
motherfucking A handle shit. Yes, they do. So Allison Williams, she plays Rose, our girlfriend of the movie. This was her first movie.
Yeah, but she had been in Girls.
She had been in Girls for the last like 5 years or something like that. I never seen the show, but she is one of the lead characters.
You know who her dad is?
Who's her daddy?
Well,
Wait, what's her last name?
Williams?
Williams. I don't know who her dad is.
She is daughter to Brian Williams,
Okay.
the NBC Tonight anchor.
Oh, okay.
You know him. Like, you know him. If you looked his face up, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I know that.
I probably know him, but I don't watch too much nightly news
Well,
because I don't trust the news.
he's not on there anymore because he lied about
There you go.
being shot down in a helicopter in Iraq during 9/11.
What
and
did
he
I
almost
just say?
died.
I
And
do not trust the news.
none of that happened. And so, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, so that's her
Nothing
dad.
but a giant advertisement to sway your minds.
Out of everyone cast in this movie, to me, she was the most unrealistically cast. I personally, I don't know if this
Because
is...
she don't got a big old booty?
I'm just saying that I believe that the majority of black men,
Uh-huh.
when they do go for a white woman, they go for a thick white woman.
Uh-huh.
One who has curves.
I agree.
And she has no curves. Not that there's nothing wrong with having any curves.
Nothing
but I'm
wrong
saying
with her. She's
for
an attractive girl.
For her to be catching as many black men
Uh-huh.
as she has,
Uh-huh.
she would have to be a thicker person.
Uh-huh. I agree. That threw me off to a certain degree also.
That is one thing that I saw that was
I'm
that
like,
threw me
wait
off.
a minute. How is this?
She might get 1 or 2, but she's not going to get as many as she had.
Uh-huh.
The way that she,
Unless she got a silver tongue and she's just sweet talking these guys some kind of how.
I thought you were going to say.
I was not going dirty with it.
I thought you were going to say that.
I know what you were going to say.
What? I wonder if you knew.
You thought that I was going to say that she's going S the D.
No, I thought you were going to say her.
Seal the deal. Get your mind out together.
I thought you were gonna say, you know, she must have a pussy that she's such a sunshine. What does he say on Harlem Nights?
I was not going to say
What is
that.
the Harlem Night line?
I have got a girl whose pussy is so,
So
good.
good.
If you threw it in the air, it would turn into sunshine. I don't want to meet her.
I do.
I do.
I thought that's what you were gonna
That
say.
is
That
not what I was
it has
trying
to be
say.
that good.
No, because she's got to gain their interest in the first place, and she's not going to do it as a white girl with a tiny booty.
I'm glad you agree with this.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Don't get me wrong. She's a very attractive girl, but not stereotypically what you would think of to be catching all these black men.
Yeah.
Like Angela Johnson even makes a joke about it in her stand-up. She's like, I like black guys, but black guys don't like me because I don't got a big old booty.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be walking by and they'd be like, oh, snap, about to be my next little J-Lo. And then I walk past them and like, oh, Snope.
Nope. Not with that flat booty. Because they're attracted to curves. Now, I'm not saying every black man is. I'm just saying every black man that I've ever encountered. That's all I'm saying. You kind of brought up a point that there really isn't any curvy white women to take this role. Not saying that there isn't unknown curvy white women that could have took this role, but yeah,
It's very difficult.
I really tried to
difficult to
think
find.
about one that would fit.
Uh-huh.
But you did name one that I thought of, but I don't know how good she would be.
Who?
Cat, what's her face?
Kat Dennings?
Yeah, from Two Broke Girls. She curvy.
She's curvy for sure. She's a good actress for sure. But it's very difficult to find this type of character.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I mean?
It was hard. And I understand you'd rather go for great
Somebody
acting.
that embodies the character rather than embodies the look. And good ups to Jordan Peele for not going based on looks.
But I would have looked a little harder for a thick white chick. That's just me though.
Okay. At the same
Make
time,
it real.
she did a great job.
Yeah.
You know, everything that she says almost has a double meaning. Like everything she does is to sway and sheep herd Chris into exactly where they want him to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when she's talking shit on her family and how her dad was constantly saying my man.
My man. I've never heard him say my man in his life.
Yeah.
So you walked in.
Like she's like trying to be on his side
Mm-hmm.
and reassure him. And it's working because all he says is, I told you,
I told you.
you know.
Yeah.
She's fucking playing him the entire time. Like when
Well, of course.
when he's asking for the keys, like, Rose, give me the fucking keys.
She's like, I can't
he's
find
being
them.
very calm about it.
This person's
but like
bag.
they're in her hand the
The
whole,
whole time.
fucking
Yeah.
time.
She's like, I can't give them
You
to
know
you,
I
babe.
can't give you these keys, right, babe? But I believe her all the way up until she pulls those keys out.
Oh no, when she didn't pull them out immediately, I was like,
Like,
this bitch is...
you know this bitch is, like,
Well, I've watched a cajillion horror movies in my life, so I can...
you know damn well that she's fucking him over.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's doing a good job of it.
Yeah, he should have drove. Why he let that bitch drive? She does...
I don't let anybody drive.
She does
Ever.
a good job. I saw something and they brought this up, and I thought, you know what, you're right. Like the scene where they talk to the police after they hit the deer, and they're sitting there talking, and she's the one who's just like, "Wait, why does he need to give you his ID?"
Yeah, it's
And
not
she's
because
making a
she's
big-
defending him for his sake. It's because she don't want evidence that he was even there.
Exactly.
There's so many double things in this movie, and every time she's talking, it's for a different purpose.
Well, yeah,
You got to read into everything that she says.
She has to be the anchor for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they're there, the reason why they stay. Because after the brother got there, you could have just been like, you know what, I just don't feel comfortable here. I'm going to leave.
Yeah. Which begs the question, why?
Why what?
Why do they have her do this in the first place? Because apparently, Bradley Whitford, the dad, Dean is his name in the movie, has other tactics for getting these guys, or these guys and girls.
Such as?
Like in the beginning when they get Andre.
That's because he's on his way to see her. He's on his phone to some girl, and he said, you got me out here in this white neighborhood, and blah, blah, blah. All right, babe, I'll see you in a minute.
That's true.
That's why.
But that's not the only tactic.
What's another one?
I don't know. I'm sure there's other tactics.
Nah, man.
Like
Chicks.
Stephen Root says, you got lucky because Dean's other tactics are less than desirable.
I think his other tactics, meaning like him rounding them up.
Mm-hmm.
Her tactic is getting them there, being the anchor, making them feel calm, and making them not run.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to find these guys, find out what they like, be that girl. Come on, come meet my parents. It's just for the weekend, and then
Shit.
so yeah, like that's her job, and then she's on to the next one.
I'm not doing it.
So Jordan said that Allison reminded him of someone you know, and you had a crush on when you met her the first time at summer camp. That's what like he was looking for, was
Okay.
the like girl next door kind of look, which I get it.
Sure.
And I also thought that, you know, Allison, her look is more appeasing to white audience to show like, ooh, you know, this could be your daughter. This could be your niece, your neighbor.
Very much so.
You know, kind of feel it instead of it being a curvy, voluptuous woman, which they probably would be like, well, you know, she deserves to die because she's a slut and she has all these, instead of it being more apple pie.
They didn't go with the blonde bombshell type girl.
Which is fine, because
They
I wouldn't have done that
went
either,
with
especially for horror movies.
Everyday white girl.
Yeah. She basic. She pretty basic. Like, she pretty basic. If I say it that way, it still doesn't sound better. I'm
It
done.
doesn't.
She's pretty.
But she can play both parts of this.
Yeah.
Like when she ties her hair back in that
Oof.
tight ass bun
I
and
hate
puts
that.
on those turtlenecks.
She
and
looks so
everything
weird.
is,
I don't like it.
creepy and pure.
I don't like it.
Like straight up. Ugh.
I don't like it.
Yeah. So she can play both sides of this. That's the thing. Is her real personality is very cultish.
Mm-hmm.
You know. That's
That's
why
'cause she
she's
was born
drinking
into a
that
quart.
skim milk and
Through a
eating those
straw.
Fruit Loops separately. Through a straw, exactly.
Well, you know that whites and coloreds can't mix.
Yes. That's another thing. So everybody thinks that because she was eating the Fruit Loops separate and then drinking the milk separate, that is a hint into Jordan Peele saying that whites and colors can't mix, and it's not. It's more so that she is a very weird girl.
Mm-hmm.
Because even in this movie, whites and blacks are mixing because they are taking over their bodies.
But technically they're not. I mean, they
Technically, they're
are, but they're
not.
not.
Technically, they're not. But I was watching an interview earlier today, and he's like, that is not what I was intending on doing.
But
It's
it's
not
a good,
what that means. But it is an interesting
almost
point of view.
I'm gonna say you intentionally did it. You just didn't know you were doing it. I have a fun fact about her.
What's that?
So Allison wrote a letter to R.L. Stein,
Oh,
the author of the Goosebumps books,
nice.
in 1996 when she was 8.
Oh, that's very sweet.
And she got a response back.
Really?
Yes, but it was in 2014 when she was 26.
What?
Yeah. It only took forever, but
She finally got around to
She-
it, or what?
R.L. Stein, yeah, he finally went through his mail and he was like, ooh, this one's a fresh one from 1996.
That's interesting.
Let me write
I
it
would
back.
say that after that, she went on to act in another project about another set of books. Series of Unfortunate Events.
Oh,
Lemony
uh-huh.
Snicket's.
Lippity Snickers.
Uh-huh. She plays Kit Snicket, I think was her name.
Oh, uh-huh.
And-
That was her?
Yeah. hmm So she's only in the last half.
Can I give you another
Give
fun
me a
fact
fun
about
fact.
her?
Absolutely, because I'm almost done.
You know, well, okay, so this tea is fucking my brain.
I
What's it?
know it's got like this like.
It's because black tea has caffeine in it. I think it's all the caffeine in itself.
Okay, that might be what it is.
So Tom Hanks.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've heard of this guy. He's kind of a big deal.
I hear he's getting a Lifetime Achievement Award soon, but
Is he
other than
really?
that-
He deserves it. I mean, I don't know who he is. Anyway, so Tom Hanks officiated her wedding.
What?
Yes. Apparently his wife volunteered him. So she got married by Captain Phillips himself, Mr. Forrest Gump. So he married them, but 4 years later, in 2019, they announced that they were separating. So maybe he's not a good luck charm.
No fucking way. Tom
Yeah.
Hanks performed their wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, who was she married to? I didn't even know she was married.
I don't know, some dude I never heard of. But yeah, she was married. I'm sorry, what's that mean?
No, but Ricky Van Veen. That's an unfortunate name. um, either way, damn.
Tom Hanks.
I didn't know if Tom Hanks performed weddings. He probably doesn't, but you know,
I think we should hit him up when you guys get
what
married.
the wifey wants,
Well, when you guys get married, let's talk to Tom Hanks, see if he'll do it.
dude.
Let's do it. Oh, you said you wanted Dak Shepard.
I would love Dak Shepard to perform our wedding,
Yeah,
officiate our wedding, whatever you call it.
I'm down. I don't even want to be in your wedding. I just want to sit next to his wife. Is that okay? Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine by me.
All right.
Kristen Bell. sitting
I'll
next to
I'll walk her
Zenobia.
to the front.
I would love Dak Shepard to do it because he just strikes me as the type of person that understands both of us and our upbringing. You know, like he's a Midwest boy. He's from the outskirts of Detroit, not far from where Ashley grew up. But also, he is not from a privileged background, which I very much associate with. Damn, my voice is getting weird and raspy right now.
Or you could do Tom Hanks, who's a Bay Area boy, and he's Tom Hanks.
He is Tom Hanks. But I almost think that I don't know why I have it in my mind, but I feel like if Dak Shepard feels like me and Ashley are gonna be all right, then we actually might be all right.
I feel like you're going to be all right. Does
We're
that
gonna be
count?
all right.
Does that
regardless.
count?
Yes,
All right.
it absolutely does.
Good.
We're gonna be
My
fine.
opinion counts.
But
You-
for someone who is married to someone who is from a different upbringing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like Kristen Bell did not grow up the same way that Dak Shepard grew up.
True.
You know what I mean? And somehow they have found a way to make that work. And
Make
they love each
it
other very
work.
much.
Can
So
I
he's
get-
like, yes, I will officiate this wedding. Yes, I approve this union. These two are going to be just fine. I'm like, oh, shit.
Someone who knows Dak Shepard, can you guys help a brother out?
She got to ask me first. She ain't proposed yet.
I mean, but let's get that locked down. Once he's locked down, then someone has to pop the question.
I know, right? We got to start a Patreon. Jason needs to make some money.
Can I give you a fun
Gotta pay
fact?
for a ring. Shit.
Yes, help him out.
You know what the funniest part about this
So
is?
there could be an open bar at this wedding, so I can get soft.
She's in the shower. She has no idea this conversation is taking place right now.
Smash is gonna have to hear it on the episode. Can I give you a fun fact?
Yes, please.
You want to know who was asked to audition for this movie but turned it down?
Who?
My girl, Tiffany Haddish.
Who was
She was asked to audition, but she declined it due to being too afraid of horror films. She would have probably been what's her face?
Betty?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I don't know if.
And her little Rel would have did a movie again, did another project
I don't
together.
know. Well, I mean, she did Keanu with Jordan Peele before this.
Yeah, shortly after that, he was getting ready to do this and asked her, and she was like, "I don't like scary movies."
That makes sense. I don't know if. I mean, I love Betty Gabriel in this. So I don't know if Tiffany would have done a better job. She probably would have done a good job, but Betty Gabriel, you did such a great job that I don't know if you could have achieved much better.
I'm not saying
Maybe different, but not much better.
I love me some Tiffany Haddish,
I know you do.
so I'm not gonna say nothing. But you're right. So
I love Tiffany Haddish. I just don't know if she's right for this particular role.
okay,
I'll say it that way. Certain people are just not right for a role. You don't want to see Tom Hanks in freaking, I don't know.
he's a really bad example because
He's in everything.
I was just recently telling somebody that, like, if Tom Hanks did a movie and he played Martin Luther King, I would be like, just give him a chance. It's Tom Hanks. It's probably going to be good. Just give him a chance.
It's Tom fucking Hanks.
It's Tom fucking Hanks. So he's a bad example because I will give him a chance for anything.
Well, it is time to talk about our main character, Mr. Daniel Kaluuya.
It sounds like Kahlua, and I love it. Daniel Kahlua.
So like I was saying earlier, it takes 10 years
Yes.
on average to become an overnight success. Nobody knew who the fuck Daniel Kaluuya was until they saw Black Mirror.
Yes.
And the funny thing is that episode of Black Mirror was filmed in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't see it until what, like 2015 maybe?
When Netflix got it.
Yeah, when Netflix got a hold of it.
Mm.
Then from there, he finally, because he'd done like little things here and there. He did do Kick-Ass 2 in 2013. Played Black Death.
Okay. I liked part 2.
Yeah, it was small part.
Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm. And he also did Sicario
I don't know.
in 2015, but he's like paying his dues and earning his stripes here and there. It wasn't until Get Out that finally solidified him as a fucking movie star actor, you know, a quality caliber actor. And it was, I don't know if this is where Jordan Peele saw him, was on Black Mirror,
I don't know. I didn't.
but he
read
did a
it.
hell of a job in that episode.
This. You want to know what sealed the deal?
Uh,
So he got the role on the spot after killing his fucking audition.
there you go.
Because Jordan loved that he could do the one tear coming down the cheek. And he did that scene 5 times for an audition. And each time the tear came down at the exact same moment. Like
Yeah,
he had it fucking trained for it to come out. So he loved it. And he was like, this is the guy. He has this crazy big eyes where he just be thinking. So, you know, his audition.
He had that James Earl Jones tear.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you know who was originally in mind for this role of Chris?
Terrence Howard.
No.
All
No. You'll never guess in a millionaire.
right.
Eddie Murphy? Have you heard of
What?
him? Yeah. He was originally chosen to play Chris, but Jordan decided to go against it because he was too old.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's too old to play this part.
But I
That's
feel like
that's my only argument with it is he's too old.
yeah. But if you would have did this 30 years ago,
30
maybe
years
he
ago,
would have
maybe.
been the right age.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that was the rough draft. Like he had him in mind when he was writing the script, maybe.
Okay.
But I don't think they ever called him in or anything like that.
I don't think so. No. I mean, during this time, he was playing Mr. Church.
Yeah.
So he was doing a drama at the time.
He was.
And he did a great job in that movie. But, yeah, I just think he's too old for this movie. They would have to change everything.
Yeah.
They would have to change the dynamic of absolutely everything. And it would be a older divorcee who he's dating. And she's bringing him home to meet her children.
Something.
Maybe something. I don't
But yeah,
know.
it was too old, so
Yeah,
he cut
didn't
them.
work. That's why Jordan did so many drafts.
Yeah. That was probably one of the first 100.
Okay.
So Jordan, when he was writing the like hypnosis scene, there was a point in the process that got something out of him, and he felt that it was very like real, and he started crying like as he was writing the scene. I think it would be mainly the whole trying to think of, you know, the worst thing that happens in Chris's life, his mother dying, getting killed, and the only thing he's worried about is
Does
watching
nothing
TV.
about it.
But how can you do anything about it when you're like 8?
Yeah.
You can't do anything about
More
it when
so
you're
he
a child.
didn't do anything because if he did something, that would make it real.
Yeah.
And he was too scared to face that.
He didn't want to. He's like, she'll be back. It's fine. She's coming. Mama always comes home.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know the meaning of the sunken place?
Yes.
So the meaning of the sunken place is where Black people are marginalized, and no matter how hard we scream, we are always silenced. They always silence us, and it doesn't matter. And so that is what the sunken place represents in America today. And I know we already talked about Daniel
Kaluuya.
Kahlua in Black Panther during Black History Month in February, so we don't really have to talk about him that much.
Would you kill me, my love?
In a second.
for Wakanda. Without question.
Without question. It's like, damn, bitch. I thought we were cool. Yeah.
Well, like I was saying earlier, you remember when I was saying that your boyfriend, Mr. Lakeith, is doing a movie with another cast member? He's working with Daniel in Jesus Was My Homeboy.
My homie?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down.
So Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield, I think that's how you say his name, are doing a movie together called Jesus Was My Homeboy. So
We'll have to keep an eye out
yeah,
for
we'll see when
Jesus
that
and
one
his
comes
homies.
out. It is in pre-production at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
But I believe they are the top billed cast. Let me double check that. Yeah, they're the two. They're the two top billed.
I'm down.
Aside from Jesse Plemons or whatever.
You know Jesse Plemons.
I don't know Jesse.
He used to work down on the street on 42nd Street selling rugs. You remember Juanita? Yeah, I remember that bitch. I'm sorry. Just T-Man's got me
Teresa's
crazy.
ex.
Oh yeah.
She worked at the movie theater over on 8th.
Oh yeah.
That is him.
Why you dressed like the fucking Carlton? That's what you should have said.
Why is he dressed like that?
Like, no shit. Why is Carlton at the party? What's going down?
Even Carlton's got more character and more like spunk than this dude.
I know, because he was very uptight.
Very.
He said that he was happy to have me. He felt comfortable having me around. Like, what the hell? Yep.
So yeah, man, Daniel Kaluuya, Oscar nominated for this movie.
Yeah, as he should be. Because he did good. And then he went on to be Black Panther.
Black Panther. He's got a
And
couple of
the
things
Avengers
out right now.
Endgame and shit.
Avengers Endgame, yeah. He's done a few things afterwards. He is doing a Christmas Carol right now. A Christmas Carol. This fucking T.
We gotta get done.
My
Our tongues
dyslexia is
fucked
like
up.
here right now. And I don't even have dyslexia, but
I just want you to know.
I think this team gave it to me.
I made a bomb ass cocktail, you guys. Fucked us all up. And it was nice. It tastes good.
It was really good, but it snuck up on you.
You snuck, yeah.
All right. So it's getting late and I'm out.
You out?
I'm out.
I'm out. Except
Daniel,
for one thing.
You did a hell of a job. This is a great movie. Keep doing your thing.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
You know what time it is, though. It's time for Z for the people. So I had to do some thinking of what would be a good Z for the people for this movie. I think I found one.
Okay.
So it's called the Black Filmmaker Foundation.
Hey, I like that.
The BFF was founded in 1978 for the social and artists connecting and developing their arts and showing that, you know, we out here. So in the late 60s and early 70s, they helped to address the disenfranchisedness of Black filmmakers and Black audience. How we get paid less and our movies get showed in less theaters. And then it's like, well, you know, hey, your movie didn't make any money. Yeah, well, there's 4,000 theaters and you only put it in 250. How am I really going to have to, like, show it? So they help with that. So for the past 40 years, they played a pivotal role in getting our voices out there. And in the past 10 years now, they have included all filmmakers of color.
Oh,
So that means you too, boo.
I qualify?
You qualify.
Shit, my movie's set in the Black community.
Here
Let's
you
get it
go.
on.
Black Filmmaker Foundation. We'll look them up and see what they can do for us because
All right.
they want to help us out and to make sure that our stories are being told to the world. So, yeah, go donate.
I'm
to
going to
them.
screenshot that page in your book.
And yeah,
We're
go.
going to be calling them soon.
Let's give them a call and see how they do it because it's not just for Black people. It's for all of our colored people.
I got you.
And yeah, that's my Z for the people.
All the Fruit Loops in creepy ass Rose's cereal.
Yeah. Minus the skim milk.
Skim milk. Ugh. The hell drinks skim milk?
Not I.
No.
Not I. And that bitch was sitting
I've
there.
tried it. That shit's nasty.
And she kind of ruined the Dirty Dancing song for me. I was not happy with that. Especially after the other week when we were feeling the shit out of that song.
It's still a great song.
It is a great song. But having her, like, pick her next victim out to that song after she knows her last victim is waiting to go down.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I had the time of my life. All right. It's late.
It's late as fuck. Longer than I anticipated.
So thank you guys for listening into our episode. If you guys have any Hollywood close encounters like me and Smashley had today, please write them into Lights Camera Cocktail No S at gmail.com. Please like and subscribe to us and rate and review us on Spotify, CastBox, iTunes, Podbean, you name it. Find us, do it. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all the fucking social media, fucking stupid stuff that we have to post this stuff on. You guys watch it.
That shit is exhausting, yo.
It's exhausting, but we do appreciate all your guys' likes and views. Thank you very much. You got anything to say?
Hell no, you knocked it out.
I did. Okay, well then, let's get ready for next week's movie.
Next week's movie, I am...
Jason has not seen this movie.
God damn.
And I think he's going to be very happy with it. It's a really cool movie, but he doesn't like scary movies, and we're getting a little more scary as the month goes on.
Shit's gonna get creepy.
All right, so you ready?
No?
Okay.
I'm kidding. Hold on. Now I'm ready.
Okay. Marty, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
People in this town drive in a very counterintuitive manner. That's what I have to say.
Do you want to spend the weekend in jail? Because we'd like to go check out my cousin's country home.
It is a statistical fact. Cops will never pull over a guy with a huge bong in his car. Why? They fear this man. They know he can see farther than they, and he will bind them with ancient logics.
You're not bringing that thing in the Rambler.
What? A giant bong in your father's van? What, are you stoned? Yes, I am.
I will be as soon as it's over.
Oh my God. If I can ever find that bong, I will get it for you.
If I can ever find that bong, I will get it for me.
That's
I hope it's. I will find out if it's a real thing.
coolest bong ever.
Coolest bong ever. So that's it, you guys. We did it.
We did it. We out. We are tired.
Yeah.
We really got to start getting these podcasts done earlier in the...
In the night, yeah. We wait till the end of the night, early morning to get our drink on.
All right, people. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. We will see you guys right here with a scary-ass movie next week on Lights, Camera, Cocktails.
Sex slave.
Six.
Right, you better get out of there, man.
I told you not to go in that house.
I told you.